guys? Welcome to another episode of Back Issue. We're your hosts today. I'm Zane Coppage. Across from me is John Luke Navant, and right here in the middle is Zach Lund.
Hello.
All right, so this month we've got some shit.
It's been an interesting one.
It really has. We started. I mean, if you want to count it from the last episode, we've had a fuck ton of trailers.
Yep.
A bunch of announcements. Basically, just a lot to look forward to without anything coming out.
Pretty much. Yeah.
That's been a lot of it. But yeah, so we've got a few things here. So let's kick this off with the least normal comic book shit. Let's go with that. Split. The most recent M. Night outing. M. Night Shyamalan, who, you know, can be praised for some films and hated for others.
Yeah.
Loathed for others.
Yeah.
I'm looking at two films in particular that I absolutely despise. The Village and Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah.
Those are both movies that I wish I had gotten my
I
time
forgot
back. Yeah,
Avatar.
you know what? I think it's
Just
group
start
time.
drinking. I forgot Avatar was one of his.
I repressed that movie.
Yeah.
Until just
I think
now.
that's what it
No,
is.
I hate that movie.
It's so bad.
His most recent film with James McAvoy, who played a multiple personality disorder psychopath killer in the movie Split personality disorder and all that. It's revealed in, what was it, a post-credit scene?
Yeah, it was after
Okay.
the credits were about to roll, and then it goes to the diner.
Got it. Okay. So it's revealed in the scene with that it's actually a sequel to his 2000 film Unbreakable, featuring Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson plays a character with Rolex syndrome, which
Mr. Glass.
you might remember from Mass Effect. Yeah, the broken bones, brittle bones disease.
My boy.
I know. Who's obsessed with comics, who I don't remember how he made his money, but he's excessively wealthy as well.
Yeah.
And Bruce Willis plays kind of the opposite of that. He has the opposite of Rolex syndrome, where his bones are unbreakable. He was in a train wreck, survived. He's weightlifting with his sons there, and you know, I just remember it was a very tense scene, but
Yeah.
but really all he's doing is weightlifting, and he's bench pressing, and he's like I think he's doing like 300, and he's like takes some plates off. His son adds 2 more plates to each side, making it like over 500 pounds, and he just benches it with no problem. He's like, I thought I told you to take weight off, and he's just like, Dad, do you even realize how much you just lifted with no effort? But ironically, it falls in line with other M. Night outings where he seems to have a fear of water in every film he makes. There's always some weakness or something into that because Willis loses his strength when he's in water. So he wears he constantly wears like this long poncho because it rains excessively. I think they live in Seattle. Pretty sure.
Philadelphia.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's Philadelphia, but still, it's another rainy
And
kind
Night
of.
Shyamalan's favorite.
Oh yeah, the
town to film in, yeah.
New England
Yeah.
area. But yeah, so Split's gonna be a sequel, and that he also announced his next film is gonna be called Glass, which I think is in direct reference to
Mr. Glass.
Mr.
Samuel
Glass.
Jackson.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's another villain. That's all he really confirmed is that Split's character is actually another villain.
Yeah, he's just
in that
David
universe.
Dunn's Bruce Willis's next villain. 15 years later.
And his name's Horde.
The Horde.
The Horde.
Because
Yeah.
he's all 24 personalities in one.
Yeah. Which is kind of cool. Like
It
when you really
was,
kind of
yeah.
break it down, you're like, wow, this is actually getting.
It's a cool name.
It's like Legion.
It really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
It's starting to become
It's
like a
pretty
real
cool.
like comic book kind of vibe. Like
Yeah.
I have to give him props. Like to take a franchise that is 17 years separate from each other and just go, yeah, there's now a thing.
It's
Yeah.
a sequel. Yeah,
It's a thing now.
And watching it the whole time, you feel you
don't
get that like supernatural kind of feel of M. Night Shyamalan and Unbreakable
okay
the whole
yeah.
time.
Where it's kind of tensely behind the scenes.
Like you know
There's
everything's
something more
grounded, but
than-
there's more to it. Yeah, there's more going on.
That's cool.
To this realm.
But yes, that's that for non-real Marvel or DC kind of related things. So with that, let's jump into some Marvel stuff. First up, do you want to have Guardians of the Galaxy released this weekend?
Yeah.
We're recording this.
Yeah.
You've seen it. Katie and I have plans to see it today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So that's that. And then I
We're
think you're just
still-
postponing.
Yeah, we're postponing. Alien Covenant comes out next week, and we're
And I have
really
to.
that
hyped
looks-
for that.
It
Yeah,
looks
we're
really,
really
it
hyped.
looks
so.
really cool. So
Too bad someone won't see that.
I need to watch them all.
I loved
I've
Prometheus.
not-
People hate on it, but
Oh,
loved
I get it.
Prometheus.
Yeah. I think people were going to expecting more Alien.
Yeah, exactly.
Than
Yeah.
what they got.
And this one, they're getting half and half.
Yeah.
So.
So, with that, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, you want to give a baby review, like a really just kind of snapshot?
I guess to just give like a little overview. I liked it a lot. A lot of people are saying that it is not as good as the first one, which is to be expected with most
Yeah.
most Marvel movies.
Yeah.
I also see a lot of people saying that they like it more than one. Cody's actually one of those people. It's really good. The structure is really similar to the first one. It's a little more. This is a bad. It makes it sound bad, but I don't mean it to sound bad. It's kind of a little disjointed for the first half of the movie.
Okay.
The setup of getting to Ego's planet is kind of scattered.
Wonky.
Yeah. They took in the middle of the movie. They took kind of a Game of Thrones type arc where they kept switching between
perspectives.
Yeah.
And, okay.
Two groups of the Guardians split up.
Gotcha.
There was a couple really good moments with Yondu. Michael Rooker was killing it in this one.
Yeah.
He's so good. Kurt Russell killed it as Ego.
Okay.
Marvel has had some hit or miss villains in the MCU. That's
really
been
have.
a big criticism. But not this one. Hell no. This is up there with me for like Hydra and like Bucky in Civil War or
Nice.
Winter Soldier. Yeah.
Winter Soldier. Yeah.
No, he's a really good villain, and
Nice.
It did a really good job. I like the adaptation of Ego. It was well done. It was not quite exactly what it was in the comic book, but I will tiny small spoiler. You don't actually see the face planet. You know.
Yeah.
There is one like Easter egg shot where it's showing the planet from out, and you see two like eye slits.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like in your face, but it's there. It's there for
it
the
probably
fans.
touches like I don't know if you ever have watched the Avengers cartoon, the most recent one. I think it's Avengers Assemble is the most recent one.
A little bit.
There was a moment where Ego showed up in that, and it ties together with like Ultimate Spider-Man and all that stuff too. But their version was that Ego was this tiny person with a big head, who, when occupying this planet, could then connect to it, and then the planet is then him, rather than just a straight up planet that's alive. So
it's very similar to that.
I had a feeling.
Yeah.
I had a
Very
feeling based
similar.
on the fact that was only released like last summer or the summer before, and then this was happening. I was like, I think they're gonna go that route. The fact that we've announced
Pretty
Kurt
much
Russell,
what it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
I had a strong feeling that they kind of went that direction rather than the original. Like, oh, it's just a giant fucking talking planet.
No, it's cool, and
Right?
it's not like cheesy like
That's good.
like claymation planet talking. You know what I mean?
I mean, I would have praised him a little bit if they went
it
that
would have
route.
been funny.
That would have been
Like
funny.
that would be right in line with James Gunn.
Yeah.
Too, if they had done that, and I kind of feel like he may have even wanted something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Because
I
like
bet.
you look at Slither, for instance,
Yeah.
and it's just full of that kind
Forgot
of
about that.
camp.
It's good though.
He's been getting so much praise for this, and I have to not take a nod. He kind of he's done a few articles recently to kind of tell more of him, like his backstory.
Yeah.
And I relate so hard to that guy now. Like he's so similar into like the standard geek profile.
Yeah.
That him taking this on has really helped him. Like, I mean, I remember the fact that like, he was barely known for anything, and now his
name's out there.
Well, the
he's
third
one of
one's
the top
already-
Marvel guy. Yeah, he's already
been
writing the
announced
next
and
one, and
confirmed.
That's so cool.
He started writing it already right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's how.
Yeah, he's taking a writing position on Infinity War, I
big
think,
deal.
too, because he needs to write those characters. It's crazy.
So are there really 5 post-credit scenes?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
a
crazy.
lot of them don't matter.
Yeah,
in the big
I
picture.
figured.
Are they just fun little snapshots of like things happening?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I'm cool
I
with
could
that
spoil
too.
the least important one because it's really funny. If you
Okay.
guys, if you
No,
guys
Sure,
fine.
go for it.
So Baby Groot is in this movie.
Yeah.
Which Baby Groot's awesome, by the way.
Of course. Yeah.
All the moments are amazing. There's one of the post-credit scenes. Peter, Star-Lord goes into Groot's room and it's a huge mess. There's like vines and tree shit growing all over the walls, and he's his teenage Groot on his.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wait, what?
It's the teenage Groot on his phone, and Peter's like, "You need to clean this up, man." and he's like, I am Groot, like sassing. he's like sassing him.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And he's like, I am not boring. And
That is awesome.
if they get into like a parent like teenager fight, it's hilarious.
Well, that's one of the main themes, isn't it, throughout the movie? Is like the parenting kind of.
Oh yeah, Peter
dad
and his
father
parents.
roles.
Because
big deal.
I don't know the spoiler itself, but like I'll just say this because I was telling Zach actually my disposition on comicbook.com, and I've been kind of eating up the gripe to allow our group of podcasters to not have to deal with it nearly as hard.
Yeah.
But they did reveal that like he knows more about like what happened to his mom in this film, and that like, yeah, they've been releasing that drip feeding a lot of the information and spoiling it pretty hard this weekend. So I've been avoiding the actual real spoilers.
I saw some of your sass comments earlier.
Oh yeah, I've been sassing hard on them.
Without spoiling, going off the Peter's parents thing.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we saw Civil War?
Of course.
And Casey goes, "Oh shit!" when it got really quiet.
Oh yeah.
I haven't in a long time been in a theater where everybody just gasps at the same time.
Okay.
There's a moment towards the end of the movie where it's like, "Oh shit."
Okay.
So
that's good. That's good.
It's good. I liked it a lot.
I will say this, like, despite my aversion recently with wanting to rewatch a lot of Marvel films at home because like I'll see them in theaters and then I'll like watch them again.
Same spot.
Like they're so memorable in the moment. I have no requirement.
I see it 6 times in the first month it comes
yeah,
out.
there's that too.
Like, oh god.
There's like 2 that I'll rewatch.
Yeah.
I tried rewatching Civil War and I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I got not even that far, honestly. I remember I got like after I think when the woman is pressuring Tony.
Okay.
About like
so that's like right at
the really close to the beginning. I got like 10 minutes after that, and I was just like,
yeah.
I know I can remember literally every line of dialogue in this film. Why am I click? I just turned it off. Like there's no reason for me to rewatch it. So I'll say that for Marvel, you're doing a really good job of memorability, but I have no interest in rewatching your movie right now.
Yeah.
And I haven't really since the first Avengers. In all honesty, like that was the one movie that I remember I was seeing 3 times that weekend.
Yep.
I still sometimes rewatch it because it's memorable, but it's really enjoyable every single time.
It is.
There's not been many since then that I really wanted to rewatch. Like Winter Soldier is high on my list of rewatchability.
That's probably the one I rewatched the most.
Same.
Yeah,
that's
true.
It's honestly the strongest film.
It is.
It really is. Despite the fact that its earnings aren't quite there.
Yeah. Even Guardians 1, I mean, I've rewatched that one a couple times.
That's same, and more than anything for the soundtrack. Like,
yeah.
I've bought the soundtrack
it's
twice.
Great. Again,
I know.
Volume 2 is amazing.
Okay. I know.
I will say.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where me and Katie both are kind of just exhausted with a lot of the Marvel stuff at this point, and not in a negative way. It's strictly just like, yeah, we'll check out the new movie, but beyond that, you're not really getting us.
Spider-Man's creeping up, and I'm totally.
I'm gonna go see it in theaters, and that's kind of the end of my plans.
Yeah, and I don't
2
know.
months.
My excitement needs to catch up with me.
Next month's Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Wonder Woman 2.
Oh god, already.
I know. But yeah, that's our baby Guardians of the Galaxy review. I guess the takeaway is definitely go see it.
Yeah, I gave it an A out of 5.
Yeah, I like that. A1. Sure, A1 takes 6 sauce. Go enjoy a steak.
That's pretty good. Go watch it.
Next up, we got some Inhumans news. So we got the first images, and people are bitching their heads off. That's all I've ever seen is just straight vitriol from every comment section.
What else is new?
I know. I will personally say that the images shown look more like an ambassador kind of garb than a like this is our war garb
like
or
that's a good point. That's
like it just like the scenes we've seen from even like I've seen a bunch of like the set photos and stuff too, like from like people taking sneak shots from far away and stuff, and they clearly have a reason to come to Earth and then they have to meet with the population's like leaders to then negotiate how Adelam comes back to Earth. Like that's a generalized, not specific plot that I've been seeing float around just from the imagery, just from like knowing the fact that like we're getting a 2-hour film in IMAX and then like 8 or 6 more episodes on ABC. Like it's pretty clear cut what's occurring. Because then they even released a teaser this week that not showed, but you hear what's his name, Rayon, from Game of Thrones. He played the bastard, the really shitty bastard.
Oh god, what
Ewan Rayon. Oh,
that's really close.
It's fucking really close. Regardless, I don't waste time.
I think that's
basically it. You get the idea.
Do a fact check here.
Yeah, go for it. He plays Black Bolt's brother, who has long been known to be a giant dissenter of the Inhuman population. And I have to give them credit. All those characters look fucking...
They do look good.
Really dead on.
They do.
Despite the costumes not looking on point, like, that's lacking CGI. And it doesn't look like they're actual, like, professional or, like...
Yeah.
royal armor or anything like that. It just looks like, hey, we're just meeting populations.
Yeah, exactly.
And wearing a mask in front of world leaders probably doesn't come out right.
You were right. It was Ewan Rayon.
Nice.
Fucking yes.
Nice.
I love that guy.
Good shit,
I need to go watch Misfits, honestly, because
Yeah.
he's in that too, and he plays a psycho in that.
Yeah, dude's amazing.
But that's coming in September 1st, I think.
Is that
For some reason, that's
release?
coming to mind. Yeah,
Okay.
that's coming to mind.
I think that sounds right.
It spends 2 weeks in IMAX, and then following that, it'll come to ABC for 6 more episodes.
And they will have the pilot on, obviously, ABC too.
Yeah,
You won't be able
they'll
to
have
see
to
it.
do that
Yeah.
after the IMAX. So
Okay.
I think they're doing that post IMAX release to push IMAX sales. But
Yeah.
which I'm
November
down.
3rd.
Is it November 3rd?
Really?
Wow.
It says 2018 too.
Oh.
They might have bumped it because it was supposed to be this year.
Yeah, I thought so.
Um,
They might have bumped it because of because Guardians got bumped, didn't it? And then Black Panther got bumped.
Another one just
a
got
lot of things get
moved a
bumped.
week.
Yeah.
I read the other
Weird.
day too.
So.
But in addition to that, yeah, there's just been constant like confirmations and small little interview stuff. Like they just confirmed Black Bolt is going to do his sign language thing, which is like straight from the comics.
Yeah.
And in the same article, he also confirmed he's creating his own sign language, which is also straight in line. Like he's like, I can't use ASL because we're aliens.
Yeah.
And I'm like, thank you. Like
Yeah.
someone gets it.
Well,
Someone
and,
working gets it.
They're
Yeah.
avoiding the backlash too.
Right. Well, and then like
Publicity.
the showrunner is currently saying like we have to accept the fact that Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. does affect us. So the fact that there are Inhumans on Earth right now is going to be a big piece of our series, even if we didn't intend it to be initially.
That's cool.
Yep.
At least you address the continuity.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and it falls in line with current Marvel comics proper too. Like New Humans is what they call Inhumans being turned on Earth, while the original Inhumans are the ones that are still just Inhumans, and
Yep.
so they're dealing with all that at once. Yeah, those are the big things from this week. All I really had to say on it was just that, like, shut up people about the costumes, because this truly does look more ambassador than combat.
It looks fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the little, like, in all honesty, the nuances of the costume are superb. Like, the fact that it has the crazy zigzag, like, effect, the fact that Medusa's wearing purple with bright red hair.
And
Like,
they
you
did the hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the hair clearly kind of has the flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, she's going to wind up, they're going to CGI the remainder of the hair, so it just looks a little bit more tenderly, because, like, you know, that's her power. And then, like, her sister has the black lines on her hair, too, and I was like, oh my god. Like, like the only one that changed is Gorgon is not white, and I don't care.
Yeah.
At all. He has
Yeah,
his cloak over him is perfect, his headdress piece is perfect, like, fuck off.
Yeah.
And then my favorite, Karnak has the eye markings and stuff around his face. Like, fuck it. I'm
I
all
did.
in.
That's the only gripe I heard from someone was that Karnak didn't have his. Because doesn't he have like a big head?
No, he has. Normally, he wears a headdress that's because he's a priest.
Oh,
Technically.
okay.
Here's Karnak's arc. His father denies him turning into a powered Inhuman. He's still genetically an Inhuman, but he does not have any abilities. He goes into a priesthood, which is. In their culture, he is trained to see the flaw in everything. And so what that is that his ability is that he can perceive the flaw in anything and exploit it instantly. So, like, he can look at a wall, instantly know the one weak spot, punch it, and then the whole wall breaks.
Yeah.
Or he can look at you and tell you exactly your one flaw in your personality just by looking at you once.
That is
Like,
cool.
he's just able to perceive the flaw in all things. And with that, they just want to emulate that he's got, like, some sort of priesthood marking, and I think that's what the eye marks are in this one.
Makes sense.
I would imagine that they would eventually just give him the little, because it's just a silly. It looks like a high and tight, or not a high and tight, like a what is it? The eraser kind of looks that like black people get when they get their haircut cut,
yeah.
straight up and down.
Oh,
yeah.
Kind of like that, but a hat. That's the closest thing I can equate it to. Is
Yeah.
looking like that. But yeah, that's all the Inhumans news. Next up, we got Thor Ragnarok trailer, which was really cool. You had some gripe.
I did the first time. I rewatched. I've seen it like 5 times
Sure.
now since. I think it's just the 80s retro title that threw me off when I was watching it. I think that's what...
I like that part. The thing that gets me is that every metallic object looks plastic to me because of the paint they use on it.
Just makes me think of Rip's gun, his pistol, his light up.
Exactly.
Pistol. Yeah.
The funny thing about that I love about, just to touch on that real quick in CW, is that he'll use a real gun and kill everything.
Yep.
He'll use his silly space gun and miss everything.
Yep.
It's a Stormtrooper gun.
Yep. No.
No, it looks good. Hela looks really good.
Hela looks incredible.
I love that design for her.
I love, and this is one of those small touches. It reminds me so heavily of Evil Dead when he's falling down the chain.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It looks like when he's falling through the time portal in Army of Darkness.
Yep.
Yeah,
And I was just like, oh my god, I need to see this. I love that he puts on the battle helmet and then the wings.
Yep.
And I was like, finally.
Finally.
I keep, like I was telling you before, like, I keep telling people in comment threads, I'm like, I can't wait till the next actor comes in and just decides to wear the helmet full time because he would set
You've
himself
been saying
apart.
that since I've known you.
I know. I'm just like, it's gonna happen. The other actors are going to define themselves in different ways, and it's bound to occur.
Yep.
I also expect one to be, Ultimate Thor eventually, where you're just wearing the body armor and the fucking crazy hammer axe thing.
Yep.
Like, I expect that to occur.
Well,
so
Infinity War. Maybe.
he wears an axe. He has an
Yeah,
axe in the Infinity War.
Yeah.
They've shown it.
Sweet.
It's not the hammer axe though. It's just a straight up.
Oh,
axe.
it's just okay.
We saw Hulk in his sweet
Gladiator.
World War Hulk, Planet Hulk armor, which fucking dope.
Yep.
Yeah.
Looked awesome.
I like the changes they made to what's his name? It's not the Collector. It's oh fuck, what is his name? He's
Goldberg's character.
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum's
Jeff
character.
Goldblum.
Yeah. I can't think of it, but he's the same race as the Collectors. But I like his look because
Yeah,
he's
I like
not a
his look,
Collector.
too.
He's something else.
I forget
but
his name now.
I can't remember now. Like I want to say Overseer or something like that, but that's not right. But he's obviously in there, and then we haven't all the footage we saw has to be from like the first third of the film. That's the crazy part to me because like we already know like Loki and Thor team up to go to Earth to find Odin, and that's where they meet Doctor Strange, and none of that was in the trailer at all.
None of it.
Which is
We just
exciting
get
to me.
Hela
I'm like,
fucking him up.
yeah, exactly. Like we know that the first third is obviously this stuff, and Loki fucked something up with Hela.
Yeah, the
And
fall
then-
of the Valkyrie stuff. They
showed that
briefly
too,
glimpsed that.
Yeah.
and then we see Valkyrie's working for that guy. And yeah, I'm all in.
Yeah, I am
Thor
too.
Ragnarok looks so
It
fun.
looks awesome. I'll beat you.
Considering all the other Thors have been so weak.
Yeah. See, I'll complain about him a lot. But this
I
one
hate
looks awesome.
1, 2 I can tolerate, but 1 has more jokes that I like.
Yeah, watching one now sucks, but watching one when Phase 1 was happening, I was pumped for it.
Sure.
Oh.
I was mostly
No, I
disappointed.
was pumped for it.
Yeah.
But afterwards, I was
Yeah,
like,
afterwards. Yeah.
come on.
Well, then like Thor 2 is way more enjoyable of a full film, but there's no humor to it. It's like
It's a mess.
it's got like a lot of other problems going
Yeah.
on with it, but as a full arc, it's more fun than 1 when I compare the two directly side by side. I can't say that about other Marvel films, obviously, but yeah, that's all the Thor stuff.
And that
then
was
we
just a
get-
teaser. We didn't even get the full trailer yet.
That's true.
That's
yeah.
true. I don't even think I want a full trailer at this point. Like that's good enough for me. I
Yeah,
saw
just
everything I needed.
Ship the movie. Let's
My
go.
daughter complained. She's like, "Why did they reveal that she breaks his hammer already?" I'm like,
Like
well,
that's
fair
probably
enough.
the
Yeah,
first
that's
fucking scene
yeah.
of the
I'm like,
movie.
that's kind of the whole plot of the movie is after that point. So
Yeah, she's like, why would you break the? Well,
yeah,
of
she's
course,
like, I didn't
of
want to see that. I
course.
needed it to be a
That'd
surprise.
be like the first thing. Like
Yeah.
that's got to be the first like 20 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, it
Easy.
probably is.
Next up, we got Cloak and Dagger trailer, which was actually really quite good. I was
I
impressed.
know nothing about Cloak and Dagger really, but I watched the trailer and it looked.
I gave the
Awesome.
simplest summary.
Yeah, we talked about it on a podcast.
We
Okay.
did, so I
Yeah.
don't want to go in too far into it. But
looks
basically,
sick.
I'll just say this: Tandy and Tyrone, those are the two characters. They live in kind of like the shittier parts of New York, like much more slummy kind of areas. They get in the original comics. They got kidnapped by I want to say it was Roxxon, but it could have been a different company. I'm pretty sure it was Roxxon though, for experimentation with dark matter. What happened is that Tyrone became an entity of dark matter or connected to it in some way. I don't know the full details. And then Tandy was polarized to be the exact opposite. But what she does, the only way she recharges her light abilities is inside of dark matter. So they're symbiotic in that nature that she needs to go into his dark world, which is literally like he opens up his cloak and then he can just activate it and it's a portal. So she lives inside, recharges. And what they do is they kind of decide through the course of more than likely the series to then take on corporate exploitation of slums. Like that's the most like big picture.
Yeah.
What it really boils down to is companies like Roxxon are kidnapping like vagrants and things like that and taking them for experimentation. They kind of protect that realm.
Okay.
This is being pitched as a freeform kind of teen drama series, which it looks kind of in line with that. It looks a little bit more mature than a true teen drama. Like the teen drama comes from those two specifically, whereas like their worlds are kind of just constantly in flux, and it looks more adult than normal teen shit.
Yeah, when I think of teen drama, I think like ABC Family, and that didn't seem.
Well, this
ABC
is free.
Family?
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Freeform is ABC
Yeah,
Family
exactly.
formerly, so.
Yep.
I guess to pair into this because I forgot to put it on here, but we also got the confirmation of you can go listen to our podcast on it, but we got the confirmation of the New Warriors television series as
That's
well.
right.
We kind of talked about the different roles there, but that one's much more of a straight up comedy teen show, kind of like late teen. It kind of sounds like a parody of a reality TV show
Yeah.
in a sitcom. That's as simple as I can make it. You got a bunch of personalities that have different powers, and they're going to be in costume and out of costume. Squirrel Girl's the main character, like the main lead, and from there it kind of just goes crazy. Almost except for Speedball. I've always liked Speedball regardless, just because he's amusing, and if he ever, I hope they go the route where eventually, like in season 2, he gets depressed or something, and that's where we get Payne or whatever his name was. I can't remember his name now, but Penance.
Yep, that's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Because his powers were so much more badass as Penance. But that costume though.
Yeah.
And then lastly is Defender series.
Ooh, that trailer.
I
can't believe it went 6 hours before noticing it was released.
yeah.
I was like, holy shit!
I was
came
on
out
top
6
of that
hours
shit.
ago. How did I
I woke
not know?
up from work and I watched it because I think you tagged me in it, and I was like, oh fuck yes,
Dude, it was pristine.
Yeah,
I have to
it's
say.
so good, dude.
Well, and on top of that, like all my gripes, and I'll do a little bit of salt here in a second for this, but all my gripes about Iron Fist and my developing hatred of what the showrunners did, not even the show itself, but the staff behind that show pissed me off now. This show looks like they get it, just based on the simple teaser we got. We saw the interaction between characters, and they get it. They get what Danny is finally. And he clicks in a way that makes me happy. We saw him like fighting Luke Cage, and he's doing like martial arts, and he's like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And he Iron Fists him in the face, and just watching the ripple effect and the shock value from Coulter's Luke Cage was just like,
He's like, what?
How did you do that?
Yeah.
No one can do that.
It's almost as if they could have introduced Danny in this show. Like they could have had that trailer been his introduction.
That was my thing.
We
Too.
could have,
It
like,
might
we could
have worked better,
We could have-
but yeah, I'm sold. Sigourney Weaver looks crazy as the head of the Hand.
Oh yeah.
Elektra looks badass being resurrected.
Now, is it the Hand or is it the League of? Is it Elektra's League?
No, it's the Hand.
Okay.
It's all the Hand.
Okay.
That was funny because it took Cody, I think, 3 views to notice Elektra was there.
Yeah.
Well, I remember him being so confused in Daredevil when they're like, "So what is she like dead or what's going on?" I'm like,
She'll be back.
she got put in that casket thing. He's like, I didn't remember seeing that. I'm like,
Yeah.
go rewatch it.
It looks so
And she was in a lot of the scenes too with them fighting.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, she's a puppet up until like the end of this
I'm assuming
season.
she'll have her own
Yeah.
self-interest at the end.
Well, and then like you guys have all finished Iron Fist at this point, I'm assuming in some capacity. No, that's fine.
I'm
drudged
even
through it.
done
That's
with
what I
it.
did.
That's right. No, you finished it.
Yeah. Oh.
I was reading up on Colleen more.
Okay.
She creates a splinter group of the Hand called the Nail.
Oh. Of course. Yeah.
Because
they're gonna be
I hate 70s era comics sometimes, man.
Yeah.
I really am not a fan of Silver Age. Some people love think of it with rose glasses, but
I'm with you, man.
fuck that. But it's what what the crap that she's pitching about the Hand. That's what she makes the Nail to be.
What she thought it was the whole time.
Exactly. So.
Oh man.
I'm hoping that's kind of seeded throughout this too, because I think Elektra kind of assists her in that regard somewhere along the line. And I know obviously like the true Daughters of the Dragon are her and the detective. They team up, and I'm like, maybe we'll get some of that in there because they're both in this series.
Be cool.
To touch on my salt about Iron Fist real quick, I found out this past week that Marvel chose people to run Iron Fist that didn't know what the fuck they were doing. About half of the directors for the show had no history of directing. Like, I was looking at it, and none of them have any histories that you can find online.
Yeah. They're just kind of there.
Not even a Hulu episode.
Yeah, no, nothing. Not anything. And then, like, to add to that is that we got a show writer. Like, so what they did is they chose a head writer, and then each episode got a separate writer to assist on it. And then the last episode got, I think, 4 total writers, including that head writer.
That's Game of Thrones format.
Yeah.
So you'd think it would work.
It's what most major shows do. They have the person that's
Yeah.
kind of writing the big story arcs for the season, and then they have the smaller writers write the episode itself.
Right.
The main one had no clue what to do. She looked at Danny and was like, his powers are shit. That was basically like, that's my too long didn't read kind of summary of her shit. But basically she said those kinds of statements about his power set. They said, she's like, we have to kind of heavily rely on his martial arts. And then they didn't even bother trying to get like a choreographer from, I don't know, maybe the Civil War film or the Winter Soldier. Daredevil.
Or Daredevil,
Seriously.
yeah.
Meanwhile, I have to call out Finn Jones on this one because he did such a good job. He mastered 6, I wouldn't say mastered totally, but he heavily learned 6 different styles of martial arts for the show, and they didn't use it. He kept using only Tai Chi and nothing else. And I'm like, you learned 6 fucking styles and they make you use 1?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, so props to him. That's dedication.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I truly think this show had so many problems strictly because of the writing and directing staff and nothing to do with the cast at all.
Yeah,
I
which
absolutely agree.
is good but bad, you know?
Yeah, it is. Because the one good thing is that he's already kind of in this mindset and he's going into Defenders, and I think they're going to handle him correctly.
Oh, yeah.
The other thing that really bothered me is Jeff Loeb, who is the showrunner for all the Marvel television, he was the one that forced the corporatism angle on the show.
Right.
And made that a focus rather than just something that's going on. That's my gripe about that. And then the last thing for Marvel, the last 2 kind of tied together, but we also got the first images of Runaways. I forgot to touch on that too, but it looks good. That's all I'm going to say. Like,
yeah.
If you want to know more about Runaways, I've said it before on other podcasts. In addition to that, you can go and just read up a summary. They're really cool. Really tiny summary. 6 kids, children of villains. They discover that, they run away. There you go. There's your summary.
I want to be like my daddy.
Yeah. It's pretty good. The drama that happens in that book and show is really good, actually. Then there is a statement from Feige this past week that within the realm of right now, there are no plans for TV and movie crossovers, which is, we've heard that for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was telling Zach again that kind of the most recent statements from Feige make me think that he is done after Phase 3. Because he kind of has just a very much like, after Phase 3, there's not really any plans for a real, like, don't expect, like, the phasing to be a thing anymore. Right. And he's also said, like, with this, he's like, inevitably, if they keep making movies and shows, they're going to cross over. It's, you go along that timeline long enough, things are going to start to have to cross over to make it new and fun and interesting. So, it's like, so it's going to happen. There are no plans right now, which basically tells me, after Phase 3, I'm done.
Yeah.
That's my takeaway after reading between the lines.
Pretty much.
I don't think Feige has any. I mean, it's been exhausting. You look at him when he was doing Iron Man 1 talks, and you look at him now, and it's almost worse than when a president enters office.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
totally.
I bet it is.
You can see the age.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's all that. Switching gears, we're gonna switch over to some DC shit though now.
Emphasis on shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Start
Let's do that.
Start with the shit.
Let's do the salt. We know who Savitar is. We know who Savitar is. For better or worse, we know that.
Yeah, better or worse.
I think worse. So Savitar is the most future bear we've seen. And I hate it.
Yep, Savitar is Barry. Barry's fighting Barry.
Yeah. Good old Barry.
He's also renewing Barry's confidence in another episode.
Because why fuck the timeline when you could fuck yourself?
Yep, yeah, that's good.
That should be the motto of the Flash.
Timeline when you can fuck yourself.
Yeah, this was the one theory that was going around that I kept sitting there and going, that's the dumbest. Why? No, they wouldn't do that. Hell no.
That's why
There's
they
no
did it.
way. I remember seeing people like reading into those lines from when he occupies Tom Felton's character a couple times, and he's like, "I'm the future Flash," and he says it so fast. I'm like, people are like, "Oh, maybe he means he's literally the future Flash," and I'm just like,
no, he's literally.
"Don't do that,
Yeah.
please. Don't weave it into that one piece of dialogue." And then they straight up use that scene when they're showing him reading through his
All
mind.
the clips, yeah.
And I'm like,
Yep.
It's ridiculous.
I just literally, when it happened, I put my hand on my head, looked down. like
Yeah.
Well, that's the joke. All the memes.
threw my
'cause-
hands up. I just
Yeah.
I looked at Katie. I was like, I'm not watching season 4.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Pretty much.
We're finishing the last 2 episodes and I'm done.
Ugh.
I hate them.
I hate them.
I think I summarized my best summary was because Katie was kind of like, I'm not really sure what that means. What does that really mean? And I'm like,
Same.
okay. Most future Barry is trying to fuck present Barry's life up so much that he becomes future Barry because he's scared of not having become future Barry. But somewhere in the middle Barry captures and imprisons future Barry,
Middlebury.
Yeah,
stopping
exactly.
that from happening. But it keeps Middlebury so depressed he still becomes future Barry and fucks everything up. And she's just like, I hated this show.
You know what that makes me think of? That scene from Avatar, Last Airbender, the original cartoon when Zuko's like, oh, what would my uncle say? And he does this whole big line thing about, only then will your true self reveal itself when you find itself. And it's like, what?
What does that mean?
It's like, CW, please.
Ambiguity.
What are you doing, man? No, I was the same as you, man.
The dumbest version they could do.
Yeah,
and they
like
do it.
I had a feeling that they were gonna go with this, but sure enough. I will say though, the actual like suit and the reveal there was pretty cool. The reveal itself was cool, but the story behind it is like, please.
Yeah, I don't know.
I still have a problem with the suit itself, but that's just me.
It looks fat.
It looks like Megatron.
Well,
It
yeah,
looks
'cause you wouldn't
like- it looks
expect
like
big,
Starscream,
skinny-ass Barry to be
Megatron.
inside
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah, well, and then it's got like this, like the width of it's like this wide.
Yeah.
I'm like,
And then 120-pound Barry walks out of it, and you're like, why is he?
why are you coming out of this 500-pound suit of armor
That's
that apparently
2 feet
takes
taller
care of
than
your
you.
electricity because
Yeah.
it's gonna hurt you? And
It's gonna kill you.
well, that explains the giant burn on his face
Yeah,
too.
which
Is that he
the
obviously
suit
hurt
does
himself? Well, no.
Oh.
That his own
He goes
speed
so
force
fast,
is so
man.
fast that it hurts his
it's-
body.
Wow.
And wearing the suit
That's
protects him
interesting.
from it.
Okay.
Because
That's kinda
they,
cool.
they kind of touch on it. What tipped me off was early in the same episode, like they bring in the scientist that figures out how to create the Speed Force prison
Oh, okay.
years before she figures it out.
Yeah.
Crazy chick.
Yeah, and they're talking about it, and she's like, "How did you counteract the static electricity buildup on his body?" And they're like, "The suit is made of like some special version of Teflon
Mhm.
that rejects all electricity and it keeps him safe." But clearly, he eventually goes so fast that it
Even the
doesn't
suit
do
doesn't-
that, and it causes
It,
him
like,
damage.
shreds his own
Oh,
body.
okay.
Yeah.
Which is that cool that they're into that. The other thing that I liked about it that's a small nuance is that clearly it also shows that when he does get faster and more in tune with the Speed Force, he
Mhm.
turns blue, which is something we both like from
Yeah.
the new.
The new
Which
DC.
is comics. Yeah, I love it.
I was like, okay, the tiny touches of this make me happy,
Yeah.
but a lot of this pisses me off.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel sorry for the fans. I don't know. The whole behind the mask every season. Like, I don't know. I just
I'll give them credit. They did confirm season 4 will not be
will
a
not
speedster
be
villain.
that. Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily mean it's not going to be that fucking
Same.
bullshit, but it's just
Yeah.
not a speedster villain. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, and then Arrow's stupid again.
Yeah, fuck Arrow. I'll just come out and say it. Fuck Arrow, dude.
I still haven't watched since the Gun Control.
This season was so good up until that episode. Then it picked up again with the
The
Prometheus
reveal. Yeah.
Pretty much everything since then. Just the subtlety of Prometheus's character
Mhm.
taunting Oliver in public in real life and knowing he can't do a damn thing about it.
Yeah.
Then the whole torture thing where he kidnaps Oliver was really good.
Yeah.
And then this last episode just threw it all away.
We'll summarize it. He locks the Felicity and Arrow in the bunker with an EMP like explosion, and so then her implant in her spine that allows her to walk is fried, so she can't walk, so she can't assist in that regard.
Did you see that comment I tagged you in where I was like, this is what I mean by cringy?
Yes.
Stephen Amell liked that comment, and then an hour later deleted it.
Really?
Yeah. I went back to find it, and it was gone.
That's hilarious.
Because he can't reveal that he agrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I tagged you guys. I tagged Cody and
Oh
Zane.
my god.
And I was
That
like,
is
this
incredible.
is what I mean by cringy in the trailer for that episode. And then I get a notification like 20 minutes later. It was like, Stephen Amell liked your post. I was like, what?
That's
I
awesome.
clicked on it. Gone.
That is funny. You should have screen capped it.
I should have,
That is incredible. I mean, I believe it.
Yeah.
Like
that
me
surprised
and me, we've all been saying like Amell has been getting movie offers, and he's locked into this show contract that he can't get out of.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. We all have a feeling that he's gonna be done soon.
At a certain point, he's gonna wind up realizing like he's more beneficial if he just takes the hit of paying out the penalty for canceling a contract. Then yeah.
Have they revealed who Prometheus is yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Who is it?
It's
The DA.
Adrian Chase.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The reveal is that Adrian Chase, who in the comics was Vigilante, is Prometheus
Ah.
pulling the fast one. Do we
Okay.
know who
Adrian
Vigilante?
Chase isn't his real name.
That's right.
It's
I can't remember, but it's a fake name. And then
Yeah.
the real Adrian Chase is still out there, and potentially the real Vigilante.
Yeah, because we
but
still
that-
don't know who Vigilante is.
Okay.
which is
Yeah.
probably Adrian Chase.
Okay.
Probably.
But yeah, so that's all our salt for the CW and in general. Like I'm gonna basically my forecast for next year is I'm gonna enjoy some of Legends. Hopefully it's not shit in season 3, but the
Yeah.
curse is still riding
Yep.
strong. And Black Lightning will be good for 2 seasons, so I got that to look forward to.
Got a little bit of hope.
Well, and then we also got next year. Fucking, that's when they start their DC network. It's
Yeah.
something we should touch on actually real
Yeah.
quick,
Yeah.
because it was also confirmed in the past month. The month has been long.
It's true.
Young Justice season 3 will be on there. I forgot the subtitle to it.
I already forgot.
Yeah, I did too.
It's been
Um,
a long month.
it's been a long
Full
month,
stuff,
man.
Yeah.
But they also confirmed that's also where they're gonna land. What other show was it? It was another Titans.
Live Teen Titans.
That's right.
Titans.
Because
Titans.
that still exists.
Yeah.
Which we didn't know.
So my theory, and then we'll just touch on this actually, because I think we all had a kind of an opinion on how they should handle this.
Mhm.
I think if they're doing a standalone streaming app and they're going to charge for it, they better provide every DC product that has ever made a video ever on there. And if it's something that appears on another network, I don't mind if it's like a week delayed or 2 week delayed, but
Yeah.
it better land on there quickly.
They need to be DC's Crunchyroll, basically.
Yeah. And if they provide a free version, I understand if they provide advertising at specific points throughout the show, kind of the way Hulu does, where
Yeah.
if you do it on like a cheaper version
Mhm.
or a free version on the computer, you get ads, and if you pay for the $12.99 version, no ads.
Yep.
I don't think it should be $12.99. I think the price point's more like $10, kind of even. But
Yeah, I'm with you.
it kind of depends. If they provide every film too, like I get every show, because like every show going back to even the 40s would be kind of cool. Seeing some of like those little black and whites, Batman and Superman kind of stuff on there, like do that. But I need to see like Lois and Clark on there, because like I personally have never watched that show, even though I know it's pretty good actually. I've heard.
Seen a couple episodes.
Obviously, all of Smallville should be on there.
All the animated films.
All the animated films, all the animated series, Mask of the Phantasm, Teen Titans, the animated series,
Justice League, Teen Titans, absolutely.
Superman and Batman animated series. Yeah, all that needs to be present on there. And then the new animated films, all of them. Like, War, Superman versus Shazam, all that stuff needs to be present on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
I still need to watch Judas Contract, by the way.
Oh, it's good.
Me too.
It's good. I enjoyed it. That meme.
I finally watched Dark.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet either. Is it good?
That one's really good. I watched that one on
that's the one I haven't
Xfinity
watched.
rental for $4
Okay.
Maybe I'll do that.
because rental for Judas was still like 12. And I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not doing that.
Right.
I'd buy it at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all been superb. The clips I've been seeing out of Judas make me laugh my ass off.
Dude, they're so good.
They are. It's really, yeah.
Kevin Smith makes an appearance in that. And it makes
The
me
last
so
5
happy.
minutes of the film.
I know. But yeah, so then we had Justice League trailer. That was pretty fucking incredible.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I did
Ah.
too.
People are gonna talk shit because DC has been pretty iffy on their cinematic
Struggle
stuff.
bussing.
Yeah.
We'll put it that way. Struggle bussing.
But this looks really good. Looks really good.
Really fucking good. I'm still not 100% on board with Snyder's, like, let's create, like, a dark haze across every scene.
His desaturation, and he just sucks the color out of everything.
Yeah, that's the only part of it that I'm still not quite there on.
I'm with you.
I'm kind of happy that, like, after Justice League, he's technically done.
Yeah.
He'll still stay on as, like, a producer, but he has no visual creative input. Because I do think that once Superman, we know as fans he's resurrected in this film. We know that there's been reveals and sneaks and all that. But in a way, I kind of feel like his next costume for the next Man of Steel film will abandon the alien look mainly because I think he's going to embrace his humanity.
So maybe go with like
a more smooth line,
Yeah.
kind of almost Reevish kind of look, but more modernized still.
Right.
Well, we saw that article I sent last week about the reborn Superman.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like all that's exciting.
The comedy actually looks good in it.
It hits exactly the way it
stole
should.
the spotlight for this trailer.
Aquaman is
yeah.
incredibly snarky, and it plays well.
Dude,
Like a bet.
Jason
I dig it.
Momoa is like the perfect,
Yeah,
perfect casting
he
choice
is.
for that.
He's so perfect for Arthur Curry.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
I'm really hyped on that.
And then on top of that is like Barry. Barry plays such a naive hero so well.
Yeah.
And Ezra Miller is, just from what we've seen, he's really selling it.
Yeah,
And apparently from people who have seen the scenes that,
have been out or previewed.
Yeah. Everybody's saying that there's a couple scenes where Flash like just steals the spotlight.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah, I mean at the end of the day, the main three are going to be kind of morose characters.
Yep.
And then everyone else is going to be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Like I expect Cyborg to eventually be kind of really funny. Like he's always that guy that like starts out really
Super serious.
and
And
grim
depressed.
depressed. Yeah. But eventually he livens up. He kind of becomes the dark humor of the group because of his depression.
Well, and Snyder said he's like the moral focus of this film.
And he is. He has to be, like,
because he's finding his humanity and all
I
that.
imagine that him turning into Cyborg is the first scene of the movie.
Yeah.
Like I
Mother
firmly
box
believe
and all that. It would make sense.
Yeah.
Right.
We already know that the movie's going to feature the Atlantean War.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Well, fighting Darkseid's army the first time they
Yep.
tried to
Yep.
invade.
Amazon's fighting it first time they invaded too.
Mhm.
Like all that's in there, so it's gonna be a big movie. I'm really excited though.
Yeah.
That's November.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's competing directly with Thor.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks apart.
Yeah.
Which
That's-
means 2
Ooh.
weeks of movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Exactly.
don't see why
yeah.
one of them didn't come out in October. Like,
Yeah.
no offense to either company, but I just don't see like there's such a that's the one month there's a time gap
Well, that would
between
make
all
more
these
sense
movies.
too, because with Marvel, if they, with Disney, if they wanted to split up Star Wars a little bit more from their Thor, then
Yeah.
maybe soak up a little more money. But
Yeah.
hey, that's
Whatever,
you
it's
do
their
you, man.
prerogative.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really stoked on most of it. I don't think I really had any gripes. I'm trying to remember. We saw a lot of things in it. We saw like the weird I forget what it's called off the top of my head, but Batman's weird crawler thing.
The Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He has 3 new
Yeah.
machines.
I'm
in this
disappointed that
movie.
the plane they're using isn't called
Vehicles.
the Javelin.
Yeah.
That was my only gripe.
Isn't that Wonder Woman's name? For
No.
her?
Javelin is the ships that were in Justice League the cartoon.
Yeah. Oh, Javelin. Okay. I thought
Those
that,
were
I got
all
it mixed
javelins
up, I
because
got it
like
mixed up.
initially it was just one, but then once it
Yeah.
became unlimited and they all had like thousands of heroes, they were
Yeah.
numerically named. So we got that. Let's get into the actual DC Comics real quick. We only have 2 things for that. So first up, the Button.
The Button.
So midway through this past month, we had the first issue of the Button drop, and immediately Facebook had a few like unboxing videos, and like I shared one to the group that was like
Yeah.
they're showing off that it had like the what's that called? You said it perfectly.
The lenticular.
The
cover.
lenticular
Yeah,
cover.
it's like
Thank
the 3D like.
Basically, you 2 images overlapping,
Yeah.
and you move it so you can see both, and it's. The digital version just shows a clean split, and it's Batman
Like Two-Face.
and Flash, but with the lenticular, you get 2 full images that
It's so sick.
flux, and it looks fucking incredible. So I had the day partially off to go take care of some medical stuff, and before I head back to work, I was able to take some time, and I made time to go and pick up the comic because I was right next to Mile High, so I got us both an issue.
The real MVP.
So we both have one of those collectors, which is great because I love collector
Did you
books
see
like that.
this week's holographic one?
With
No, what?
Thomas
Wayne
Wayne
on it?
and Reverse
Yes,
Flash.
It's so
What?
sick, dude.
Reverse
I
Flash is
need
in the
one.
alleyway.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to go make a
We'll have to
stop.
pull it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so sick.
But yeah, it began. Basically, Batman's investigating the Button a little bit. Finally, he's finally getting around to it. He had other shit to take care of.
Yeah,
like
he's
Bane.
been getting his ass beat every
Like
story.
every story arc, his ass is beaten to shit,
Pretty
Bane,
much.
Gotham.
and he just stands up, and I'm just like,
yeah.
this dude should be dead based on like football players
Yeah.
and them complaining about
Yeah, he
concussions
should
and
not be alive right
all
now.
that.
He's a masochist, man. He loves it.
I guess
He likes the pain.
no one should survive Bane's punches. Not gonna lie, just saying.
I don't know.
Yeah.
This Reverse Flash beating was pretty fucking crazy.
That's what I was about to say
That
next
was
too.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's doing that. He's investigating Reverse Flash. In the last Flash issue, we saw that he finally got his powers back and escaped Rikers. Or not Rikers, it was Iron Heights.
Iron Heights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he's alluding to Dr. Manhattan calling him
God.
Well, yeah, God calling him.
Yeah.
The Button, too.
The Button calls him, and so he goes and he beats the shit out of Batman. He tears up the letter from Thomas.
This whole issue only takes 60 seconds, too. That's, like, the best part of the whole
issue. I know,
issue.
it was so fast to read. It starts at
60 seconds, and then every panel is, like, 59, 58, 57. I thought that was brilliant.
And it reads that quickly, too.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, and then
it lenticulars to Batman standing over his parents.
No, to Reverse Flash.
Yeah,
the other one's
Reverse
Flash.
The cover isn't on DC's website for but
yeah.
Okay.
It's so sad.
But then he gets his ass kicked, and then we just see Reverse Flash say that he's just gonna go. I don't remember what he said exactly, but he just grabs the button and he just vanishes.
Well, yeah, because he's just talking about how it's calling to him.
Oh, right.
Or something, yeah. But before that, he rips up
the letter
that Thomas Wayne gave to Batman in Flashpoint, and he just Reverse Flash is just salty and bitter because he's like, how dare him try to have this emotional thing with you after you're dead.
Yeah.
Rips it up.
Yeah, and then he beelines it out of there. That's the moment he leaves, the moment Flash enters. Like the same exact moment. And Flash is like,
Flash
what
was
just
a
happened?
little after 60 seconds. He said he had to stop and get, or whatever he had to do with Iris or whatever.
Oh,
quick.
right.
It took like 70 seconds, actually.
Yeah, so he still shows up like a moment later.
Yeah.
He's like, what the fuck just happened? Are you okay? And like Batman is covered in blood and beaten. And he's like, Eobard was here. And then they start to investigate. And he takes the, he finally pulls out the, what's it called? The cosmic treadmill.
Dead.
Yeah. Eobard comes back and his body just disintegrates with a blue flash, just like in Watchmen.
Yep. And he's like, I saw God.
And then he just bursts in blue.
Some shit.
And it's that cool, like, you see his skin tear away, his muscle tear away, his bone tear away, and then he's gone.
This has been making me want to rewatch
Watchmen real bad.
Really
bad. Yeah. All that happens, and then they investigate, and they're like, oh.
Well, Flash
there's a signal or a radiation
his
signal.
own Speed Force signature.
That's right.
His own Eobard.
Yeah.
So it gets him to think, oh, maybe I killed Reverse Flash in the future.
We need to investigate further.
Yeah, so let's go get the fucking
cosmic treadmill. And then Batman
just
shows up with like random bandages on him.
Yeah.
And he's just like, the Watchtower's alarm went off. I knew you were here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, isn't the Watchtower in space? And Batman beat him there.
Yeah. He's like, I knew what you were
The Flash.
Yeah, it's just a funny one-liner. He's like, I knew what you were doing, Barry. You're not gonna do this without me.
We're both investigators.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, because in that issue they do have like Barry. It's really introspective for Barry and like how he talks about how his mother's murder was a cold case, and that's how he got into forensics in the first place, and he kind of parallels that with Batman too. And then
they both stem from a horrible tragedy involving parents, and then they both went into wanting to know more about everything that hurt them.
Yeah,
basically. And then the fact they both kind of alluded to that heavily, that they both heavily respected. They're the only heroes in the Justice League that truly, deeply respect each other and love each other.
And Flash even says, like, I can only talk to Batman about this stuff because no one else gets it. Like, forensic stuff.
Which, to touch on that, if you look pre-New 52, Superman got it too, because Superman had a super brain because, and what's crazy is, I'm like, they haven't touched on that at all, but his super speed allows him to meet them, all the scientist characters. It's still one of the coolest parts of Superman, is that he's capable of that. Not that he does it, but that he's capable.
You don't need anyone else, man.
Yeah, we don't need him to be smart.
If Superman can do it all, then we don't need anyone
that's
else.
not even like, it's not even that for me. It's just like, just let him have that.
Yeah.
Let him have it.
Just give him the one thing.
But then they go off.
Jay Garrick, he talks to Batman about Jay Garrick too, because Batman talks about Thomas Wayne, and he's like, oh yeah, Jay Garrick. So there's that parallel too.
Yeah. They do mention the helmet and all that. That they saw that in the Speed Force. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. They touched on it. They see a lot of stuff in the timeline. They see that like there might be a lot of other stuff missing from our lives than all that. And then they're in Flashpoint for all of like 3 minutes.
Yeah. Maybe that,
yeah.
And Thomas is there.
So you wanted to talk about this.
The heartfelt Thomas Wayne
part. Go for it, man.
So,
now's time.
Yeah, Batman and Flash arrive in Flashpoint with Thomas still being alive. The Atlanteans and Amazons are like coming to attack the Batcave. And Batman and Thomas talk for a little bit. At first, Thomas doesn't even think it's real. He thinks Flash and them are like some kind of
trick
by someone.
Right.
They convince him. Batman and Thomas suit up together and kick ass together. It's a pretty fucking cool
Just
panel.
fucking intense.
To give Barry time to rebuild the treadmill.
The cosmic treadmill, yeah. So they kick ass together, and then as they're leaving, Thomas is saying he's not going to go with them. And
Batman admits, he's
he tells him he has a grandfather.
I want you to know this. This is the one thing I knew I would want to tell you if I ever had a chance. I have a son now, and you're a grandfather.
Mm-hmm. No.
Yeah. You're
Which
a
then I'm
grandfather.
like, if you want to get real technical, Batman has like 4 sons.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there.
4 dads too, if you timelines.
I mean 6 if you want to jump into multiple timelines and
comic books.
We know too much. But in this universe, he does have literally 4 sons.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just 3 of them are adopted.
Mm-hmm.
But then Thomas gives him the piece of advice: stop being Batman and
Don't
raise your
be
kid.
Batman. Raise your fucking
Raise
child.
your kid.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that erodes at Batman and.
I mean, too long. Not gonna read yet, but he's not gonna obviously quit.
Yeah, no, yeah, we already know that, but
it might change how he treats Damian.
Yeah,
I'm
I
hoping
hope they don't
that's
gloss
the
over
change.
it. Yeah, I really hope
because
they don't
he's
gloss
so
over
cold with Damian. Like his other kids, like he's still generally cold and cold shouldery with them, but with Damian in particular, he's extra cold.
And granted, Damian kind of forces that.
Of course he does. Like Damian's cold.
Yeah.
But he's been better.
Yeah,
so much better. Actually, just to flow right into it, Damian was 10 times better in this Nightwing arc.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We just finished. I think you and I are caught up on it now.
It's real right now.
It retouches on the Batman, the All-Star Batman series when they're teamed up.
Yeah.
Batman and Robin. And Dick even admits during the series that he kind of didn't want to give up the mantle of Batman in favor of him still partnering with Damian. Like that was his only reason for not wanting to give up the mantle of Batman.
Oh, because you wanted
was because he still wanted a mentor. He's like, I honestly think you would have been better mentored under me than Batman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because someone like me can temper someone like you. Yeah. Just like I did with Bruce. Mm-hmm. I tempered him a little bit. And each of the Robins have tempered him. But having both you be that brutal person was something I was afraid of. Mm-hmm. So they touch on that. They feed into a lot of like the back and forth with them. They bring back his Deathwing time. His like small period with wearing red. Yeah. Yeah, they get into Dollotron's pretty heavily too. That's the main villain in the arc is Pig, and then later I forget his name now, but it's Dr. blanking completely. But he's pulling the strings behind everything. I can't remember. He basically saw a prophecy when he was dead for a short time that basically meant that Nightwing had to become Deathwing, and that to seek his true purpose, he had experienced true tragedy from someone he loved. So initially, they thought it would be the woman he impregnated.
Oh, okay.
And that's what kicks off her kidnapping. But then Damian shows up because he's got a chip on his shoulder about Nightwing still being the best Robin ever on like listicles online. Yeah. And so he comes up and he shows up and he's just like, "We need to have a talk right now. I'm in line for Batman, not you." And people are like, he's just like, "I don't really fucking care right now, man. Yeah. I've got a kid on the way, I think, and I gotta go save my girlfriend. Bye." And he's like, "I'm coming with you then."
Dude, that scene, we talked about this on the last back issue, but still, that scene where they're in the fucking fast food joint.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God, I love that scene.
It's so good,
It's so good.
It's so good.
That's still like top 5 for me after Rebirth. Like,
yeah, totally.
Hands down. Hands down.
I love it.
I love when the Bat family is truly being a family. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because they never get to be, ever.
Yep. Those are the best parts of New 52, where, like, like Death of the Family.
Yeah.
Court of Owls, even.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's all been really good. So... The villain, I can't remember his name off the top of my head now, but the doctor who's pulling the strings, he figures out through the initial Mr. Pig encounter that Damian's the real one that he needs to kill to kickstart Nightwing's ascent to true herodom. Mm-hmm. And Nightwing says, "Nah, fuck that."
I don't know.
Also, at the very end, it's revealed that his girlfriend is not pregnant. So whether or not she lost it during this encounter, which is plausible, or if
it
never was a thing, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, we're not getting Daddy Dick.
Yeah.
No Dick Dad today.
No Dick Dad.
But that's really it for all the comic stuff. I didn't really have anything else in the comics that are really happening that needed to be
Lazarus
touched on.
contract starts.
Lazarus contract
2 weeks, maybe next week.
I haven't.
I know it's
Is
this
that
month.
Titans? That starts
It might
that
be
off?
Titans.
I need to watch. I feel like
Yeah.
I need to read the last issue of Titans. I don't remember it at all.
It has Black Manta, but I don't know if that's a tie-in to Lazarus. I think that's build up for another.
No, that's
story
Teen
arc.
Titans.
Or Teen Titans, yeah.
Titans itself, I have not caught up on. I don't.
Deathstroke just shows up at the very last page. It just
I
says,
remember,
next, Lazarus contract.
Wow.
That was all it.
The app has been so dumb because you catch stuff earlier than us, and so I'll go in and it'll be like it won't say unread, and I'll be like, oh, I've read everything, cool.
Oh yeah, that's
the only negative is I have to constantly consciously remind myself like which have I not?
Like a note, just
Well, and then I'll jump into a book that I'm downloading, and it'll be like over halfway done. And I'm like, oh, Zach already finished.
That's how the Flash. I think. Did you start the Jeff Johns one?
Probably.
Yeah, because I think I bookmarked and then I reopened the app and it was on a different page.
Okay.
Oh, I think Zane was reading this.
Yeah, that was me.
That's so great.
But yeah, no, I need to catch up on Titans to get caught up with the Lazarus stuff. I mean, apart from obviously the Deathstroke proper, but
yeah, there hasn't really been any build up except for he shows up on that last page.
Got it. I do think Black Manta's going to play a role within it because he's going to. I think he's going to shake up Aqualad. In particular, like primarily that's his purpose is to show up and be like, "You're my son," and you're like, "What?"
Yeah, that King Shark one was pretty good with all that and Aqualad.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's been happening, and then obviously I think in it was in Nightwing that had the killer whale. Never mind, Orca or whatever her name was.
I think it was Orca.
Yeah.
Superman's history has been fixed.
Oh yeah, they fixed Superman's history
for now.
Well, yeah. What they did is they merged the two timelines for him specifically, and it fixes everything. They're no longer having to hide out as Clark Smith. He's now Clark Kent properly on the farm, and their two histories bleed together perfectly and seamlessly.
They're both working for Daily Planet again.
Yeah, Daily Planet again. Everyone remembers John, so that's not a problem.
But not Connor.
Yeah, everyone forget. Yeah, there's no memory of Connor because it also retconned all of Cyborg, Superman, Eradicator, and Steel into continuity.
Right.
But Connor's non-existent. So that we're both like thinking like, oh, that probably means
people think that they're completely writing him out, or they're gonna have something huge for him.
Yeah. Like which I expect huge because Luthor has been retconned, and the first step for him being evil, I think, is Connor.
Yeah. And isn't Jeff Johns' favorite character Wally and Connor? Like, aren't those his two babies?
Because they're kind of a buddy cop in the way that they behave. Yeah. All that's been really good. I'm really excited. Connor's one of my favorites too. Just
me too.
Yeah, hands down.
Because of Prime stuff.
Yeah. Well, and then they're doing this Black Dawn thing with Superman right now. That's kind of explaining why Superboy has his powers weakened the way that they are, which has been really cool. Because it turns out like his entire town that he's living in north of Metropolis, by whatever mileage, is like made up with like replicants almost.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they're all like they're feeding him food and milk and stuff that's like poisoned with something that dulls his powers because Batman's like you're half and half. You're supposed to be more powerful than your dad.
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
And then they go missing. Batman and Damian go missing and all that. So, this last issue was kind of cool because Lois has been holding on to Batman's Deathwing suit thing.
Yeah, I love when Lois takes control of a comic. It's so fucking awesome when
she just runs upstairs and like she's hiding in her room, and then she like comes out with the gauntlet. And she blasts the first guy with this death red. I'm like,
it's like okay.
Fuck yeah, Lois.
And then, like, issue number 3 of Rebirth, she puts on the whole fucking...
And wrecks everybody.
Yeah, Eradicator.
Yeah.
She fights
Which,
Eradicator.
now Eradicator's occupying the moon base.
I was about to just mention that.
Moon base. Yeah, they're trying all that stuff in really well. And then, hell, just to jump ship a little bit, the Green Lantern's books have gotten amazing.
Yeah.
Like, the team-up of Jessica and...
Simon.
Yeah, they both have gotten really good.
And they're both on Mogo now, finally fucking meeting the core. And Hal and Kyle.
You didn't like how she
John.
got...
didn't like... I got a soft spot for Jessica, and I was just like, how dare they go after her like that? But
and I was like, no, Kilowog's an ass.
Yeah, Kilowog's an asshole.
That's all it is.
Yeah. Sure. I'm like, she's fought in Phantom Lantern, Darkseid.
All
like, she's got...
Well, and I also like that I told you, like, when I was texting you, I was like... with him, he's got to be more like, we've all seen some shit. Get in line.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you have to get trained like everybody else. Shut up.
The proper way.
Yeah, go read all that stuff. It's really good. And then kind of tying right into that, I guess this is the perfect way to segue. our main piece of topic, Injustice 2 comes out in like a week from Tuesday.
Yeah.
A week from Tuesday. This should be up. I'm gonna make sure that this is, since there's 3 of us and it's just this, I'm gonna edit this quick.
Sweet.
Injustice 2 drops on the 16th. I am beyond hyped at this point. The character roster's insane. The DLC slate looks great. I mean, beyond excited for that. The armor system looks incredible. The shader system looks incredible. But to set all that up, I've been picking up the 99-cent Injustice 2 books as they drop, which has been weekly since launch, or since those launched to the launch of the game.
I think I read the first 2.
Yeah, I think there's 2 more.
Okay.
Now in the app. Basically, what's happening in that is that we see that this is like, you know, I have not kept up with the Injustice books proper, but from where this stands, like
I got like to year 3 and I lost it.
It gets stupid.
Yeah.
Batman and Harley Quinn kind of work in tandem with a few other heroes. Through this comic, it's revealed that Superman's been incarcerated in Red Sun prison. Isolated from everything, on its own grid, separate from everybody, away. We also see in these issues that Amanda Waller is building the Suicide Squad. As she captures Harley Quinn in like the 2nd issue.
I think that might have been the first.
It might have actually been the first. Yeah. We see an imposter Batman using guns, more than likely Red Hood.
Oh snap! I haven't read that.
Yeah,
cool. Okay.
we don't see what he is. We just see him show up, and he breaks out a bunch of the villains.
Okay.
In issue 3, and then in issue 4, Batman confronts him, in issue 3, he confronts him and loses.
Okay.
And then in the beginning of issue 4, he's like, he was better than me, and someone else is like, that's a weird admission for you to make. You never make that admission. Ever.
Yeah.
He's like, no, he was straight up better than me. He beat me at my own game with no guns. And this guy, I mean, he kicks open the door of this Amanda Waller's base, picks up 2 auto rifles, and just starts dropping people. Murdering everybody but the villains he wants to take with him.
Damn. So Jason Todd hasn't been killed in this one?
We don't know his status.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Because
he was never touched on in the original.
Because Damien killed Dick.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all we know.
Bastard.
Tim's dead. We know
too.
Tim's dead.
Yeah, I thought at least a lot of them were dead. Okay.
There's some fucked up deaths in the original run.
Yeah.
In the Injustice 1 comics. Holy crap, dude.
Well, and we know Oliver Queen's dead, but then in these comics it's revealed that there's another version of it on another world, and it turns out Dr. Fate took Black Canary, Dinah Drake, away from this world and into that world. So she's been living with that world's Oliver Queen, who has no money, who has no other heroes. He's the only person remaining of all the heroes. They have a son together. And he shows up and he's like, when I took Dinah, she was supposed to die. And then they start attacking him, like crazy attacking him. She immediately Sonic screams at him because they're like, oh, is he rectifying this? And then he's like, please be a dear and hand me the black arrow. So he takes a black arrow, and it's apparently magically infused because he holds up his shield and it just goes straight through his hand.
Yeah.
And then he rips it out and he holds it to his head and he's like...
It's badass.
Yeah, and he's just like, say that again. He's like, I wasn't trying to attack you, idiots. I'm saying there's an opportunity for you to go back. And he's like, why didn't you just fucking open with that?
Yeah.
Just blow away.
Yeah.
But they get back, and what's even funnier is... in issue 4, when Batman's like fucked up in bed, he gets a video will from Lex Luthor, who in this world is good.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, with Superman down, you're gonna need to like rebuild the world. Can you do that? And you need capital, and I'm the most wealthy person on the planet, and I've left all my resources, everything I've ever had, to you, Bruce Wayne. And so now Bruce Wayne has all the industrial complexes and money that the 2 of them had combined.
You thought Bruce Wayne was rich before.
Oh, man. I know, right?
Lex Luthor, hold my beer.
Yeah.
And then after that fact, he's like, we have work to do. And he puts his costume on immediately. And they're like, shouldn't you be like resting or healing in any way? And he's like, we got stuff to do. He meets Oliver in the hall, and he's like, hey, I'm forming a group to go, you know, he lists off some names, and like he thinks like he's just like, oh, so all the wealthy people are going to control the world again. And they're like, Oliver, and he's like, Oliver, you do realize like this world's Oliver is dead and all of his assets are still out there. You can just claim to be him and get all that. He's like, What?
I'm not so salty now.
And then
that might work.
And then and he's like, and you two being a couple, you know, you should probably get that rectified. And like, oh, Dinah's like, oh yeah, and then she just kneels right there and is like, will you marry me?
Oh,
And he's
that's
like,
what you said. Okay.
oh, but yeah, they do all that stuff, and I was like, okay, now they're definitely like as fast as they can getting it to line up so that it just too is on point, because all the villains are being captured are for the society. It's pretty obvious to me.
Okay.
Because just we've seen the lineup of the society and they're villains.
Yeah.
It's all villains.
Yep.
Then it also is revealed at the end of issue 4 that the secret base, the secret prison that's housing Superman is being attacked. And like you hear over the intercom, like red sun power at 28%.
Oh shit!
And then you just see Superman just like clench. He breaks his chains and he smashes the window. And there's a single crack, and it just focuses on his eye through the crack as his smirk. And I'm like,
I'm about to break free.
Oh,
it's about to get real.
Yeah.
oh no. So it's been really brutal. Like the opening, I mean, shit, that first issue had one of the most savage comments from Superman to Batman.
Yeah.
And he's like, what are you going to do? Just take over the world and like, you know, control it? You know you're a control freak. You're just one lonely boy trying to stop 2 bullets in this day.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
It's like, fuck.
fuck.
Yeah, dude. That hits home. That's for sure.
Yeah, Superman can get savage.
Deservedly so.
Yeah.
He plays the
he's-
straight, clean-cut man so long.
Yeah.
Like, whenever he cuts loose, I'm like,
Yes. Finally.
finally.
There hasn't been any like Joker. I'm. That's like the most curious thing I am for.
Well, what's cool is when they revealed the Joker they also revealed the new version of Tower Mode, or what it was in Last Injustice was Star Labs.
That's what it was. Yeah,
Star
it
Labs
was
something.
like the VR mission type things. Yeah.
It's called multiversal combat. And so what it is you're reality hopping, and they're presenting different scenarios, with different versions of the
that's how they'll
heroes.
connect.
And I think that's how they're connecting the Joker stuff.
Okay.
I'm
more okay with that than I am with just like, oh, that Joker's alive.
I'm not a fan of the Joker's design.
I am not either.
I saw they were showing off his armor looks. Cody is.
Oh, okay.
Cody likes
Yeah. No, I'm okay with his hair. I'm okay with the trench coat. I hate that voice actor for him.
I can't, dude. We've been spoiled. People our age have been spoiled by Mark Hamill.
Mm-hmm.
First of all,
Yeah.
off,
it's
And-
hard,
and
I think
Heath.
yeah,
like
Yeah.
and Heath.
I think like the emo psycho is
Yeah.
played
Yeah.
out too much.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
and with this look, like I'm fine with him looking the way he does because he looks just disjointed where his slick back hair fell.
That's what I've heard. Is it's supposed to be Jared Leto's look?
Yeah, there's
There's elements
but
of
it's
that,
messed up.
but
there's some
more
good
of-
memes.
There's some good memes. There's some spicy
We'll see
memes.
what happens, but I'm generally okay with it because I also saw the video of his armor sets, and like you can
Those
make
look
him
cool.
look, you can make him
Yeah,
look
he'll-
straight up jestery.
Okay.
Yeah,
You can take him to any realm of the Jokers ever before, so it's whatever.
You'll appreciate this. The best meme I've seen for the Joker design was emo Peter from Spider-Man 3.
Oh, nice. Yep. Exactly.
That's pretty much it.
Yep.
No, the customization looks awesome.
Yeah, let's
bounce
go
off of
into that.
It looks really good. I was really questioning it at the beginning when they announced it, but
Yeah, well, and what I like about it is they've openly confirmed, and I went back to several videos now. They're gonna have 2 online modes, one where the armor matters and where it doesn't.
which we totally
I like
called,
that.
by the way.
We did,
Yeah.
and I mean it only makes sense. That way, one is just a cosmetic environment, and one is like let's see
Like
what
a ranked,
builds,
yeah.
like how builds work.
Yeah,
Because
me
the idea,
personally, I would want to just get in and like fight
yeah,
without worrying
Yeah,
about
just
what
straight
I'm,
up.
about what I'm
Not have
wearing.
to be like
Yeah.
RPG.
wearing.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that they're gonna have some version of a transmog system where you can take a better stat and lock that on your character, and then cosmetically adapt the styles you want.
Right.
I'm imagining that they're gonna have to do something like that at a certain point, because if you're stuck looking like shit but with good stats, people are gonna get real salty.
Yeah.
I do like that, like across all the character trailers and the rosters we've seen, like every character has a wealth of armor and costumes that they can look like. You're not going to be stuck into like a character that really, I mean, shit, like The Question, who has only one look across his entire history.
Yeah.
Not that he's in the game, just he's an easy character.
Shout
I
out
can
to
say.
the question though.
Yeah.
Oh, I dug deep.
I dug deep for that
Dude,
one.
shout out to the question.
Blue Beetle looks incredible.
Hell
Yes,
yeah,
he does.
Dude, he's probably the newest addition that I'm excited for. Him and Atrocitus.
Yeah,
Atrocitus for me is pretty
Holy
high.
shit, dude.
Yeah.
Somewhere Ryan just got instantly.
He's at work and
Yeah.
he felt the tingle.
I saw the Hal Jordan purple. Like you can change his.
Which is
His color.
Which is
Yeah,
awesome.
you can be
awesome.
different lantern cores.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered the $100 version, so I'm getting the premium skin. John Stewart, Power Girl,
Dark Side.
and then I do get Dark Side because I pre-ordered. There's also it's a skin. It's not a premium skin, but there's a regular skin for some. Oh no, it's a premium skin for Flash, for Reverse Flash.
That's
for
right.
shit.
Yeah, dude. Oh,
Damn.
So I dropped
cool.
100 to get all that stuff.
That's pretty cool.
I'll be doing that probably today.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I did all that. You also get 2 shaders early.
Okay.
That'll allow you to, because that's the cool thing is the way they kind of built is there's a shader system that like the shader gets dropped on the armor and then suddenly like the shader changes it, so it's a different set of colors.
Yeah.
So like you might get like that cool like Deathwing Batman kind of look.
Yeah.
And it might be black and red natively, but then you drop the green one on there, and all of a sudden, like all the highlight is green.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Which is really cool.
It is really cool. It allows you it allows just greater depth to the customization at the end of the day.
I don't know about you
Individuality.
guys, but fighting games like, growing up, build your own character was like a cool big deal for me.
Yeah, it is.
Take you like
what was
Soul
it? It was
Calibur games.
Soul
Yeah,
Calibur.
Yeah, Soul Calibur.
3 added that because it was PS3 exclusive, and you could build a character, and I couldn't
sick.
play it because I didn't have a PS3. I was so salty.
That suck.
When it's isolated to one console.
Yeah.
But yeah, every time I could, I did. It's that simple. Like, I mean, that's part of why I love the Xenoverse games.
Hell yeah.
Like, being able to just create your
It's
own,
good,
like,
man.
Saiyan and fuck shit up. Like, yeah, there's something to that.
It's cool. People eat that shit up.
Individualism. We all like her.
We like our tastes.
Yeah.
Shit. I'll call it out. Destiny has some of the... Now, at the very, very end of the game, they finally have some of the best customization out there for that realm.
That is true.
Despite all the other crap going on with that game. Don't want to go into that. But, not here anyways.
Not here.
There will be a quest complete coming up soon where me and Cody are going to get into what we want from Destiny 2. Because we're about to get the gameplay reveal on that shit and a bunch of other information.
I
from
might be
that.
there sprinkling salt on it.
I mean, fuck the community, man. Me and you have been on that same tip for the same amount of time.
For
I just
years.
still enjoy the game, so whatever.
Totally.
We're coming back to this.
Injustice.
Okay, so the stat changing. It is. Well, and what's cool is it kind of takes what they sort of touched on in the last Mortal Kombat X with like the fact that there was 3 different types of fighting styles per character, and that changed your color schemes.
Oh yeah.
So like what that did is it changed like certain aspects of your character design, and then like it also fed into how you'd play, because like on one of them it might be like, oh, like for instance, Johnny Cage had a moveset, what was called, I think, Brawler, and what it was that you added one move to your moveset, and it was just this simple like charge up where he punched his fists together and his fist became like flaming green.
Yeah.
And then like every main attack was just better.
Oh, okay.
And then you have a different one that was like, oh, his shadow powers are better. So every time you used an energy attack, it was better. So like it modulated how you fought, but it also made you learn, because like you know your native playstyle would lean into one of those styles more.
That's interesting too, because if you take Injustice 1 and you take the traits of each character, the B or circle, for Nightwing, it was taking his Eskrima and putting it into a staff.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see if they combine that system.
It is
with the traits.
Have you seen it? So they have little symbols in the bottom corners next to the health bars,
right?
Or the power bars, and what it is like Supergirl's is heat vision. So like she has a certain amount of abilities that attach to it. It's just a little gauge, and so like smaller shots of her eye blast,
less damage.
And then she can do a super one that just eats the whole thing,
right?
And it's just this huge blast of blue because it's her super version.
Right.
Atrocitus summons Daxstar.
Yeah.
And he floats next to him and just attacks. Trying to remember some of the other ones. Batman still kind of has his usual kind of like gadgetry stuff.
The drones.
I don't know if it's the drones this time, but I know it's gadgetry
And then
stuff.
the Batmobile runs him over.
Yeah.
See, but his super move doesn't have the Batmobile anymore.
Ah, what?
His super move looks fucking mean.
It's
real
I
good.
need to see. I've seen Darkseid's, Joker's.
Fucking, I gotta shout out Darkseid, dude.
Yeah.
I love seeing that his moves involve like him turning away and then the crazy laser hit.
Yeah. And then his hand just comes out and grabs a bitch from space and just brings her back.
Well, okay, that's the thing that they're doing.
Mother
Yeah, I was so excited. Aquaman has the most brutal looking fucking super that I've seen.
Yeah, his is always the fucking...
The Megalodon just comes out and just eats the enemy. You're like, oh,
No.
okay. Yeah, the only one that really didn't change is fighting style was Joker. Like, I was looking through the actual generic movesets.
Yeah,
everyone else changed. Joker's is exactly the same.
Very similar.
The only difference is the super, which is a Jason Todd
It was
beatdown.
cool. It was pretty cool.
Just crowbar,
Yeah.
and then like electrocution, and then he just blows up the chair.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why not?
The Jason Todd special.
Yeah, the Jason Todd special.
I have to shut them out too. I was listening to some interview with blanking NetherRealm, the main dude. Boone. Ed Boone. Thank you. Yeah. I had to think of the what's funny is my train of thought went to Noob Saibot.
Yeah, that's like, awesome.
I was like,
Noob Saibot.
Oh yeah. So Ed Boone, and he was talking about kind of how all that stuff goes together and the differences they've had to make across the game, and they have like over 1,000 lines of dialogue just for the intro smack talk at the beginning of the fight.
Which just even the ones they've only shown, they're so awesome.
They are good.
They're so brutal. Because they dabbled with that in the original Injustice, and then they brought it in full force in X. And now it's that you might not hear the same set of dialogue for the same two characters like 2 or 3 times.
That's cool.
Which for a fighting game, that's huge.
Cool.
That's huge.
That's massive.
Yeah.
I'm happy that we know very little about the story. The premise is basically that Superman and Batman are fighting ideologies at this point. They're not really attacking each other yet. But then the society is starting to show up. And the society is like a nation of villains assisting the Gorilla City inhabitants. And the idea is that the villains will be the first wave, and then the armies of the gorillas will show up. So they kind of have to start to work, and they work separately, but with the same end of stopping this. When Brainiac shows up, and they both join forces, because we've seen some cutscenes of the two of them working directly together to face Brainiac.
Right.
Because what's the point of, trying to control the world when it's gone?
Yeah, exactly.
So, common enemy and all that. So, there's a lot of that going on. I'm really happy with the roster we've seen so far. It's really incredible. Like, they're pulling out all the stops with it.
The DLC stuff, like Raiden and Sub-Zero, like that is going to be some freaking Black Manta.
Black Manta was the one.
Yeah.
Dude. When I saw that silhouette, I was
like...
Yep.
10-year-old me was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Well, I like that with the $100 pack, I get all the DLC packs for free, because the middle grade pack only pays for 1.
Oh.
I was looking at it, and it says 3 DLC characters on their website, and I was like, oh, so like getting the full one is the only one that makes sense.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they've gone all out. Well, and what's great too is that after the first 3 set of DLC packs, they're not done.
Mm-hmm.
Like MKX still had characters drop after, or no, they didn't. They didn't have any drop after. They just dropped a shit ton of skins afterward.
Yeah.
After release? Yeah.
I think
they
there was
had,
a fuck ton.
Jason, and that was it.
No, they did the
Jason's in
3. The
that
3 pack was
What the hell was it? I don't.
I have it.
Anyway,
I have the deluxe version, so I can't tell you.
Yeah.
The XL.
No, the roster looks really good. Let's see
pull
this.
it up.
Is there a character you guys are most excited for?
The one that caught me by surprise the most was Dr. Fate. I think that one would be the most interesting.
I didn't expect that one.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that'll be...
I don't know, man.
I think with the DLC, I have to say Red Hood.
Yeah.
Without DLC, I don't know. Probably Blue Beetle.
Yeah, Blue Beetle too.
Blue Beetle's pretty high on
Looks
my
pretty
list
sick.
too. I'm trying to remember. Like I'm going right now to their website, mind you, to pull up the character list because I'm blanking completely right now.
Atrocitus too. That's gonna
Yeah, that's pretty high on my list.
That's true.
Poison Ivy looks incredible. Swamp Thing though.
Swamp Thing.
Oh,
yeah.
Swamp Thing. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one is pretty high on my list
That
because
looks
it's
good.
so ridiculous.
Swamp Thing doesn't get enough love.
Bane looks so weird to me in that. Is that the
He
one that
does.
Bane looks
His skin is
like? He looks like
it's
he looks like a Cybot from Mortal Kombat almost. Like
Yeah.
that's what
You're
it
not
looks,
wrong.
That's what he's supposed to.
I don't know, man. Like Black Adam looks weird in this too.
Oh, Black Adam.
Have you seen his face in this game?
Yeah, it looks. Is it Rock and Are they trying to
No,
Dwayne Johnson it?
no.
Okay.
The models are kind of weird in this game.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Well, and like we were saying, like since last summer, even every video that's shown the characters had really shitty faces, and then across the videos you watch them and they're improving the faces every single time they do
slowly but
videos.
surely. Yeah.
So it's like it's hard to really gauge that, but Firestorm, that's the one I couldn't think of.
Yeah.
Firestorm, I'm super amped
also,
for.
did they ever?
Go for
I'm,
it.
I'm a little behind on news. Did they ever confirm Scarecrow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
He was
Oh,
the
yeah,
villain
we
trailer.
talked about
Villain's
that.
trailer.
His
Yeah.
his
looks
default skin.
terrifying.
Have you seen how he
Fucks-
comes out?
Yeah.
His intro
I
is
remember now.
insane.
Yeah.
So he walks out wearing like the suit and the shitty mask. He throws a gas bomb and then he becomes the fucking
that's
evil
cool.
scythe
fucking
version.
jack-o'-lantern
That's
face.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, Scarecrow looked nuts. in
That's
that.
up. That's up there for me.
That's
Yeah.
fucking, especially since his super
Yeah.
is like Arkham Knight or
Yeah,
Arkham,
yeah,
or
that's
Arkham
right.
Asylum style,
I
like
think
him
we talked
big.
about this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking people up.
Now,
You know what? Damian Robin.
Yeah.
That looks
Grown
good.
up Damien.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he's wearing a Robin costume personally.
Me too.
Shocked actually.
Yeah.
After what happened with him killing Dick and Batman, like
And the fact that their
disowning
smack
him.
talk really hasn't changed because he's still like, "You killed my first son," and he's like, "I'm your son," and he's like, "You
Yeah.
killed Dick," and he's like, "Superman has been a better dad to me than you ever were." And I'm like, "Then why are you wearing a Robin costume?
Yeah,
Then
put
why are you
fuck
wearing
off.
that
Put your ass
fucking
on,
thing?"
man.
So let me ask you guys this then: if you for like a wish list, what's your most wanted character that hasn't been announced?
Oh.
Fuck. I wish I'd come prepared.
Yeah.
I have one, so
You
I
go
can
for it. Start it.
John Constantine. For that.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That's
That'd be
a
sick.
really
oh,
good one.
man. They
'Cause
do need more magic in
Yeah,
this game.
exactly. I think the back talk between like him and Swamp Thing would be really cool. Him and
That
Batman
would be sassy.
really good.
Yeah.
His-
I mean, to that end, Deadman would be fucking
Deadman would
incredible.
be
or
sweet.
Zatanna would be cool too.
Yeah, if they brought
She
her
was
back,
a, yeah,
that'd
she
be
was a
sweet.
DLC in one.
Oh, was she?
She was
Mhm.
DLC
Oh,
in
okay.
Yeah,
one.
I think she was the last one.
Okay.
She
yeah,
was,
she
she
made
was
it.
right there with Zod and
Scorpion.
Scorpion.
Zod would be a good one too.
So that'd be good.
That'd be a good one. I'm gonna go with that picture because like the silhouettes are
Yeah, it was Black Manta. And
you can kind of tell with
Raiden.
those
There's a
them.
lot of
the other ones
I
I,
was-
couldn't tell. Raiden and Black Manta were the only two. I
Well, yeah, because they're the ones that obvious.
yeah. Black
Um,
Manta, you'll never miss.
One-
some people are theorizing Beast Boy, but
Yeah,
he's-
that's what I read
he's
too.
dead in
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Superman controlled universe, that world.
but Joker is too, so we could have him.
So yeah, we could.
I see at least one female on the right with
Which
one
maybe-
guy that's
She
big.
kind of looks Raven, kind of to me.
Yeah, people were saying Raven or Enchantress.
Yeah.
Which Raven was in the first one, so that would make
Yeah.
sense.
Right.
And then that big guy.
Azrael's one of them. I just realized it's
That's
Azrael.
right. Fucking
fuck.
Azrael.
Look at the
dude.
Raiden DLC, and you can see
Right, on the
Azrael.
left, yeah.
You can tell it's
That is-
Azrael.
With the
Okay,
cloak?
that's
Fuck yeah.
That's definitely Azrael.
That makes
Dude.
sense.
Hell yeah. Sign me up.
I personally think the one next to Black Manta is Copperhead.
I was thinking Reptile.
Oh yeah, I think you and I talked about that.
Reptile, his like actual reptile.
Well, that's where I
look.
think it's Copperhead because they want
Okay.
because normally with these games they only have one crossover from outside their realm. Although I
Oh,
will
really?
say I will shout out that MKX did do 3, but with the original Injustice they only had Scorpion and that was it. The fact that we have Raiden in this one is kind of a shock to me.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking Copperhead because Copperhead is a pretty profound Flash villain.
Yeah.
Very snaky in nature, and also like I remember him mainly I remember him from Justice League the cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know why, but just the way that like he's so thin up, and then it's just like this hooded kind of like shape
Right,
with like
right,
a
right.
molding.
That's why I thought Reptile because it
Yeah.
was I think it was like more.
It might be
8 or 9.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way.
was
It
like
might be they might include one MK character from each for each
Yeah.
DLC, but my gut tells me that
Copperhead.
Copperhead might be the route to go.
Can we just hype on Starfire for a second?
Yeah. Starfire looked dope.
I've been
The
wanting
only
her
thing I'm
since
worried
the
about
first one.
is that she's gonna fight like Sindel.
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
That is true.
She actually probably shares the character model, like the actual
Hell,
like
if you
basic
can,
model.
I can never get Sindel down, but if you can fight with her, that's
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 that was my point too. Is
Yeah,
like,
but-
as much as I'm excited for her to like play as her,
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'll be able to control her at all.
Yeah.
I always had trouble with the ones that natively flew.
Yeah.
The ones that just
Yeah,
floated.
I'm with you. I sucked at Raven.
Yeah.
I sucked at Hot Girl.
I sucked at Superman.
I sucked at Superman.
Superman
too.
was the
He
worst.
was so fucking ridiculous.
But he was, if you got him down, he
Yeah,
was the most
he was- he was
powerful.
Combos.
I just thought of this one. I would want Shade.
Yeah,
That'd be
Shade too.
sick.
That would be dope as hell, actually,
Yeah.
the more I think about
You
it.
know what else would be like kind of obscure, but I would love? Static.
Yeah, Static too.
Yeah. what's cool is that what's really cool about a lot of this too is like each DLC could come with premium skins.
Yeah.
And you got a second character.
That's true. I mean, they could easily.
You could do Black Lightning and Static together.
Yeah.
Their animations would be different, but generally speaking, it'd be the same character.
Right. That's why I'm holding out hope for a Nightwing
skin. Yeah. Oh, I firmly believe they'll do that. I think for Robin that they'll have all the three brothers, or all four even. They might do Damien.
If they do Robin,
that's true.
I guess that's Damien. So yeah, the other two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could also attach it to Red Hood. Realistically speaking,
true.
Like you just strange out gun for throwing blade.
That's
you got
true.
it.
Canary too. I forgot about Canary.
Yep. She's in there.
I'm excited to play
she's
her.
Cheetah. Cheetah's just cool.
Ivy,
Poison Ivy.
They had the girl.
Oh man.
Announcement.
Yeah, I mean my list is actually pretty slim now that they've announced so many.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I only have a couple.
They've already thrown enough curveballs at me that I'm now like, all right.
It's true.
The Dr. Fate one was like the one that
Brainiac itself is a curveball for me too. Like
Dr. Fate was a big one.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Fate's a big one.
Yeah.
But it makes sense. Like I love that his trailer was all about fucking up Superman. Cause it's like they really
magic
just were trying to hammer home like
yep.
Kryptonians don't do well against magic.
Yep.
Heads up. Use magic, guys.
Black Adam kicking his ass too would have just been just as
right. Oh, yeah. Well, like you said, Brainiac, and then combined with the fact that they pretty much confirmed Darkseid that same trailer.
Yeah.
It was like holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those are two huge villains.
Well, I'm curious to see what post-launch looks like because I feel like NetherRealm has been dabbling in different styles. Like MKX had the faction war, which still goes on. I've hopped into a couple weekends and gotten some coins.
Yeah.
coins out of it.
With a K.
Yeah, with a K. So I'm curious to see if they actually include any like additional story DLC post Brainiac, like post launch.
That'd be cool.
Because like obviously if you pre-order you get Darkseid early, but what if there's a DLC later that's like $15 and it's a set of fights that lead up to Darkseid?
Yeah.
Like and then everyone else can get Darkseid normally that way.
That'd be sweet.
Well, yeah, the directions they could take that, like Green Lantern Corps 2, all the space stuff. Like they could
I love that Hal had to fight to get his green back, and like he complains about it. Like
cool.
Batman's like, "We don't trust you," and he's like, "Are you fucking serious? I'm wearing green. What do you think that means?"
But he did rock the Yellow Lantern all in.
He did.
It's true. Injustice 1, so
that's my favorite skin for him.
You're not wrong. Yeah, I don't know. Well, then what's crazy is like the amount of stuff they connect with the apps, because like the fighting apps. Because like I have Injustice on my phone. I pre-registered for Injustice 2 in case I ever want to play it. That way, at least I have Catwoman because they've announced like if you pre-register, which is that's true, pre-order the free download.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's stupid.
Internet.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask this then.
Yeah.
In the first one, who was your main? Both of you.
Fuck. There's only like two.
Oh yeah, one or two.
Green Arrow was my main.
I was gonna say Green Arrow's pretty fucking high on my list.
He was easy to play when I first.
He was easy
I didn't
to
own the
pick
game,
up and
so
play.
I jumped in.
Okay.
He was easy to pick up and play, and he fucked shit up when he played.
He did.
Yeah.
Deathstroke was the other one.
My
Deathstroke too. Yep.
Deathstroke was easy to pick up and play.
Easy
and fuck shit up.
Cody was the scum lord with Deathstroke who would sit in the back and machine gun you.
Oh, what a douche!
So I'd like Doomsday Grundy and like throw on armor and like run at him.
That's awesome.
For me, my two were Green Arrow because easy to learn, but like once you got the combos down, holy shit.
Yeah.
He was effective as all.
He's the noob Sabot of.
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
And
then Harley Quinn actually. I was nasty at Harley Quinn.
That's good. I got pretty decent with Green Lantern. He was the only floaty character that I actually got with, and by proxy, Sinestro as well, just because his were more vicious attacks.
Close,
Flash, I was extremely good at. Mm-hmm. For whatever reason, like even though he's like supposed to be like the basic like generic character,
right?
Once you figured him out, he was mean.
Yeah.
Because he just wouldn't give you a time to react.
That was my problem. I couldn't play Flash because I didn't get his speed timing down.
Yeah.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, that's all it was.
For me, towards the end of the lifespan of that game, I got really, really gross with Bane.
Yeah. Aquaman too.
Aquaman
is brutal because you could just throw the trident at people to set them up and they'd be stunned and you just bump. Yeah. That was the thing, is that the separation between this and MK was really the added dash and block buttons.
Oh yeah.
Like bringing those back to the series made it so that like, yeah, you could totally from afar stun a guy and then book it in close and just start fucking them up before they even had a chance to retaliate. Batman honestly kind of sucked to play as.
He was not great.
Nightwing, pretty good.
I like Nightwing.
Nightwing was pretty fun. I was not good with the staff version, but his Cali sticks was
with his sticks.
brutal.
Mm-hmm. I remember when to unlock the Yellow Lantern Hal Jordan, you had to play ranked and win like 5 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I had this combo with Nightwing that would do like 48% damage or some stupid shit
awesome.
like that. Yeah,
that's fucking awesome.
You just reminded me, there is one change to supers now. There's a timing mechanism where you have to do a button set of some kind with it, and you'll add damage to your supers. So now they're a tactical choice, not just let's knock down 30%.
Oh, sweet.
So like they might I think they take less if you don't do anything now than they used to.
Mm-hmm.
But you can ramp them up to take like 80% damage out of their health.
Sweet.
If you do all the combos just right.
So like an all defense match until you fucking
go ham. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you can do that, or you can bounce back and wipe an entire round with just one super.
That'd be sick.
That's cool.
Yeah, it looks insane. I'm really excited for the story. That's probably the biggest thing, because I mean, the thing was in Injustice 1, you can play that story on repeat. What's funny is like I played MK, and MK's story sucked.
Mm-hmm.
MKX's story was so hard to play. Its native difficulty was like way too high for a campaign mode.
Yeah.
Because like
fuck yeah, I do remember. I played a little bit with my cousin,
and that one's shitty.
Yeah, I do remember.
Injustice 1, me and Katie could sit there. Just round for round, pass it back and forth, and enjoy the game. And we'd get through the story. We'd both be sitting there together, having a good time. Yep. We tried that with MK. We couldn't get past. She couldn't get past. God
damn it, Baraka.
What's his name? Kotalkan.
Oh.
We got to that, which is like the 4th fight, and we were both just like she was failing. I failed the first 2 times at it, and I was like, this is fucking dumb.
Yeah, after 2
for a fighting game for a campaign.
Yeah, really stupid that you ramp the difficulty up. So. I'm hoping that doesn't happen here.
Yeah,
it's scary in that regard because there's no point with a campaign to be difficult.
There's always one Shao Kahn character.
Oh yeah,
always,
of course.
Always one
that you have to cheese.
Superman was Injustice 1 for sure.
Oh, totally. That last
Superman fucking was an asshat.
Just the dick punches.
If you're like us and are terrible at Superman,
you don't know how to track him. You don't know how to track him.
It's so bad.
You rely exclusively on like stage transitions and shit like that.
Yeah,
like it was bad. It was real bad.
It was bad.
Awesome. I don't think there's really anything else. I mean, anything else that stands out to you guys that you'd want to see or that you haven't seen yet?
Now that you brought up Sinestro, I would like to see him come back, but I guess that'd be an easy.
I don't remember his status at the end of 1, really. Yeah. Most of the order or whatever that was gone. If I remember
correctly, I didn't get that far in the comics, like we said earlier, but if I remember right, there's a scene at the end of Injustice 1 where Yellow Lantern, Hal, and Sinestro are in like shackles.
Oh, okay.
So they're like gonna go get judged by like the Guardians.
That's right.
Yeah.
They might explain that away then,
that'd
just
be cool,
within the context.
Yeah, it would be.
Sinestro was fun.
Here's the thing too: is I think any character that was in 1 that hasn't landed in 2, there should. I understand different engines and stuff, different platforms at this point, but in a way, I kind of feel like there should be somewhere along the line the remainder characters from 1 just tossed in.
Yeah. Even if it's just like the premium skins or whatever, like just put them in there.
Yeah. That's what Atrocitus could be too. You could just get a Sinestro skin or something maybe.
Yeah, and it changes up the fight. Format.
Be cool.
It would also make like last it out.
Is she on Superman's side of the storyline?
No, actually. The premise of it is that she shows up and she's going to try to turn Clark back towards the way he was before he snapped.
Okay. So she's basically for the good.
And then they're going to come at odds, and then she's going to retake the name of House Bell and become like the matriarch of the family because she sees Clark as being a failure.
That's cool. Yeah, I didn't know her story at all. They didn't really.
They kind of did that in her specific allegiances. Lost, whatever it was called. It's like 3.
Okay.
But they touch on it pretty heavily in there. Those things are actually really good because they set the story up really well without digging deep or spoiling yourself too hard.
Right.
But I'm really happy I pre-ordered. Considering, I mean, you kept tempting me with Persona 5.
Yeah.
He kept sending us texts and pictures and stuff.
Everybody
and I'm
go play Persona.
Hey, I need to play Persona 5 real bad, and I just kept biting my nails on it like... But I'm already at like $75 putting my digital wallet for this.
If I wasn't getting Friday the 13th at the end of May, I would probably be getting Injustice. But I've been waiting for Friday the 13th.
No, I know. You've been waiting since September.
For fucking so long that.
But yeah, I'm beyond excited that I pre-ordered it. Like, I'm so ready for that.
I might be using.
I got a theme for it that's honestly not attractive.
Oh, for your PS4?
Yeah, so like the basic one is good. It's just the screenshot of Flash and Batman facing off.
Yeah.
But then anytime you go into like like you hold PS button and it pulls up like the side menu, it's bright yellow.
Oh, nice.
So you can't see anything.
That's kind of dumb.
I was like, you don't even change the text to black? Why would you do that?
Yeah, it's
lame.
No sound effects either, which is really annoying.
That's lame.
Yeah, kind of dumb. But I don't think there's really much else to say about Injustice 2. It just looks really fun.
Yeah, I wasn't hyped for it for a while, but I'm pretty invested in it right now.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that I just I made sure I kept on track of watching what was being revealed so that I would build my hype.
Yeah, like appreciate what they're...
Yeah, and they did a brilliant job of everything coming forward with all the marketing and all that.
Marketing,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, NetherRealm has been killing it.
Yeah, the comics themselves are...
Actually pretty well good, pretty well written and stuff. And I know that like the writer on the comics is the one who wrote the original first Injustice volume and only that one.
Yeah.
He's been writing the new Wolverine stuff with his clone daughter. I can't think of her name now. All of a sudden, blanking.
Laura.
Thank you.
That's right.
Laura Kinney. See, it's all there.
It's all there.
It's somewhere.
It's somewhere up in this.
Too much comic shit here.
Too much of it, man. See, the moment he said Laura, I knew the last name.
Yeah, and I didn't know the last name, so.
So, yeah, Laura Kinney, he's been doing that for years now. So, seeing him come back to Injustice is really good because, like, he's like, yeah, fucking people die.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
I'm stoked. That's all I can really say at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it. Go listen to all the new podcast stuff that's coming out. 99 should be up. It should already be up when this goes live.
Yeah, the 99.5, the Final Chapter Prologue, as I so call.
Yeah. Episode 99 was a sweet little episode where these guys sat down. It was John Luke, Anthony, and Ryan, and they talked about their favorite games of all time, the top 5 for each of them, and then they gave 5 shout-outs.
That was a difficult
time. It was hard, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm still sitting on mine because episode 100 that's coming out next week.
Zane, Andrew, and Cody going over their top 5.
Oh man,
you guys are at 100 episodes.
Yeah.
Wow. Congratulations. That's
Thank
awesome.
You. Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, we're growing the group. We're finally putting our foot down as what we are, and I'm elated. Honestly, it's been a grueling 3 years.
Yeah.
But we're there. We're finally there. Like,
that's awesome.
We're getting recognition. We're getting attention.
Yeah.
It's been all that. It's been fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's been that. I know Anthony just dropped his month in movies.
Yeah, go watch that.
Go watch that if you want to check out what's coming up in this next month. I know you were talking about Alien Covenant, and then obviously like Guardians of the Galaxy are the big 2 that hit this month. But there's a shit ton of movies coming out.
That summer.
May is always a kickoff for theaters, so
gonna be crazy.
Go check that out. And then I don't think there's too many other shows going on at the moment, but I do know that like I said, me and Cody are going to do a Destiny focused Quest Complete in the next week. We're also going to probably do some form of thing involving the reveal of the gameplay, and then I know that he and I are going to stream the beta when that drops in June or July.
Maybe Zane and I will do some Murder Train Injustice.
Oh man! Now that so that you guys know, me and Cody have been doing raids on Fridays. That's about to free up in about 2 weeks, and I think that's going to become JL and Zane's Murder Train night. So watch for some stupid ass fucking.
Emphasis on streaming.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's gonna be nonsense.
Just some backstory because I think this is the right place for that kind of backstory. We developed Murder Train out of Oryx raid, the King's Fall raid. We constantly got paired up on the same side, which was the best worst decision ever.
It was a good time.
We would basically just shout Murder Train as we would rush in to kill enemies, and sometimes it wouldn't be the best decision.
It's funny when you have 4 other people trying to be like
serious
super, like,
in the moment.
All right, run now, shoot now, do hide behind this, and Zane and I are just like woo,
Murder Train. We get that from Deathclock and Metalocalypse because we're both. Honestly, out of all our friends, we're the only ones into the heaviest of heavy music.
Yeah, for sure.
As I wear a Dahlia shirt.
Yeah, right. As we're wearing Black Dahlia, and I'm seriously contemplating that,
dude,
that VIP ticket. Like I keep looking at it online. I'm like, should I right now, or should I wait till next week? Right now, next week. But yeah, that's where that developed. Go watch that Metalocalypse shit.
Yeah, please do.
That's a good thing right there. But yeah, we're probably gonna do some streams soon. We were talking about like things like Bloodborne and What else did we say? Oh, ESO is definitely on that list.
Yeah, ESO is on the list. I was going to stream Persona, but Atlas is being interesting.
Didn't they just loosen it up
They
more?
did. I'm almost to that date already.
Oh, okay.
So it'd be like one session and I'd be there.
They'd be done. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I think that's going to happen after the raid nights end. I don't think there's really anything else to talk about in regards to coming ups. I think we're just kind of preparing for what we're going to do for E3. We haven't really planned that at all.
Yeah.
But we're about to plan that.
That's crazy.
The next week or two.
Yeah. Go check out our backlogs. Watch our Mass Effect cast was really good.
Yeah.
99.5 that's out when you're going to be
I
listening
finished
to this.
Mass Effect in that time period. Yeah. Pretty not bad ending to a okay game.
Yeah.
Largely fun campaign. Not much more to say. It's just enjoyable. But yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah. You guys have anything else? You want to shout out your... do you do anything on Instagram over here?
Oh, I do. I started a DC Rebirth. I just review every comic every week.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You want to shout it out?
I'll send it to you. It's just at DC Rebirth Comics.
Is that going to be on Instagram?
Yeah, you'll find it
on Instagram. So that's where you can find that. I'm going to follow that right now.
I do 3 pages of every comic and review them. And
cool. And then obviously me and John Luke you can follow on Instagram at Jazzman4824 and at JL_geekdom, correct?
That's right.
Yep. And I have not been active. I will admit that fully right now. I've been really bad about getting back on Instagram because life is hard sometimes.
Yep.
Life is hard to do everything.
Work life and dad life.
And band and podcast stuff. Yeah, I'm all over the place. So
real.
I'm just trying to get all that back in line. I'm actually trying to revive Zane's World as a monthly. Well, we'll see how it goes. It's initially monthly, kind of just article, not actually like a real like specific. It's not gonna be an article format or anything like that, but it's more of just like a blog post from me about something that's going on within comics I feel is rant worthy or worth the time to put into an article, and then from there I'll go from there. I might do live video sometimes. I'm kind of just making it whatever it needs to be at that moment.
Yeah.
That'll be coming up soon. I have a half Iron Fist review that I might post at this point. I'm kind of feeling like it might be too far gone, and I already have some other stuff that's half written also that I might dip into, but we'll see what happens. But I'll keep you guys posted. As always, go to geekdomination.net for everything that comes out. Go to our Facebook page. That's a fantastic way to watch what we do. That's a fantastic way to watch us live every week with podcasts. It's either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. And if you keep up to date there, you'll know when it goes live.
We're the most active on Facebook. I'll just say that now.
Yeah. It's our easiest communication platform. You can direct message us on it, all that stuff. But yeah, go there. And then also go to our website, because our website is the most important place for us to reach you guys directly. It's where you'll get all of our content directly and cleanly without as much stuff going on, as much clutter. Yeah, I think that's about it. As always, we love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Thanks, guys.
See you.